looked like it was being.
Here, I'll swap with you.
Okay. Oh.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening to all of you.
To whomever is here at the moment. Oh, we got one person here. Hello.
Oh boy.
We have.
Give people
Yes.
a chance to come.
Give people a chance to come while the animals all troop in.
Come on.
Oh, good God, Bailey.
I swear, we never had an issue then. The past 2 weeks, every cat or dog that comes in here just wants to knock over our light.
Vladimir and Katie.
Hello, welcome.
And I do not want to mispronounce your name, but I'm going. Suhila? Did I say that right? Suhila? I don't know. Hello. If I mispronounced that, I'm sorry.
I'll wait to see if you pronounced it right. But hello and welcome.
Oh, my goodness. I have the biggest bags under my eyes today ever.
Come over here and lay down in your spot. There you go, lay down, boy. So today's itinerary looks like we're gonna begin by discussing Goblet of Fire. Finally, I know we finished it a week ago, but we haven't had the chance to live stream since then.
No, and we wanted to get all the videos out, so everybody had a chance to kind of, who hasn't read the book, to kind of get through and finish the book before we talked about the book. So yes, we're going to talk about the book.
And then we have a viewer-made fan fiction
to read.
Made by Hufflepuff is Cool.
And
so thank you for that.
I perused through it.
I have not read it, but I did read the chapter titles, and the chapter titles alone tell me it's going to be a good one.
Yes. It's definitely for a mature audience only, this fan fiction. But
which is why I put the 18 plus in the title.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side.
Our discussion will not be 18 plus.
But the fan fiction, yes. I'll, Hermione and the Sorting Hat, just adult themes. Okay, so,
where to begin with Goblet
of Fire? Yeah.
This book for me had a, it kind of felt like a turning point. Okay. The whole time we were reading it, I couldn't really put my finger on it, but by the end, I kind of got it. It seems like this is where J.K. took her books and went in a more adult direction.
I definitely think so.
The first three are kind of books that you could see, reading as a bedtime story to your kid or something like that. They weren't bad. They're definitely children's books.
Yeah.
This one is where some stuff happened that was just kind of I don't know if I'd read this to my 6-year-old or something,
Yeah.
I mean, the big one, wow, what's his name?
Who?
The kid who died.
Cedric Diggory.
Cedric.
Forgot him already.
I wanted to say Sirius. I don't know. Just Sirius was turning over in my mind. Just Sirius died. Sirius died. No. Sirius did not die.
No, Sirius did not die. Hi, Hufflepuff is Cool.
Welcome.
Yeah, it is a turning point.
Our author of the fan fiction has entered the room.
Yes. Yes.
We were just discussing that. I have not read it yet, but just the chapter titles alone had me laughing, so I can't wait to hear this.
Vladimir, Goblet of Fire was so. The first part of Order of the Phoenix has a lot of references. Yeah, it definitely, I would agree with that. Definitely recalls the first 3 books a lot to try. And for me, Goblet of Fire, it's definitely the middle of the story, right? So you've got the first 3 books, and then you have the last 3 books, and then you have Goblet of Fire right in the middle that recalls the first 3 books, but I think very much is setting you up for the last 3. And it's like the real beginning of the overarching story being told.
It almost feels like the first 3 books were just this really extended prologue.
I think in a way they kind of are. Yeah. It's like the first 3 books are very much setting up characters and situations and relationships that then come into play in the last 4 books.
I can see that.
Goblet of Fire was I liked Goblet of Fire, but it's never been like the standout book for me. Like 3 and 5 were like, I loved 3, love 5. I see you agree with me. Yeah, it's with us. Yeah,
I really like Goblet of Fire in the sense that it wasn't as straightforward as the first 3 books.
Yeah, no.
Like there was just so much going on at once. It was hard to really wrap your mind around what's gonna happen and why this is happening. And well, as you saw, I completely whiffed on predicting who done it.
And it was very much like a whodunit novel.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Will.
Oh, there's a brightness on our screen turned
I
up.
think the brightness on our screen is really there.
Okay.
Now
that's
we can,
much easier to see now.
Character development, introduction of different spells, places is a big. That's what I mean. Yeah, I think that's 1 through 3 are. I think 1 through 3 are definitely the setup, and I think she was maybe initially writing 2 with the possibility, like especially with maybe number 1, with the possibility of if she was going to get a deal to be able to write all 7 books. Like she had 7 books planned, but if she couldn't publish 7 books, I think the first one especially was written so that it could be like a standalone, just in case she didn't get to write any more of them or publish them.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I read the last chapter of the fan fiction. I like perused through it beforehand, and the last chapter is really great. Yeah, and building up the comeback of Voldemort for sure. That's like slowly in the background. Last chapter of the book is called The Beginning, which tells you the story is now really starting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I would agree.
True.
And for those of you that have completely read Order of the Phoenix, and the series as a whole, I think the last chapter of the Order of the Phoenix is also telling of the beginning of the 6th book. But
hey, George,
we won't get into that. Good morning, George.
We're good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, how are you today? I'm tired, but I'm good.
Yeah, I kind of put on the Order of the Phoenix. It really recapped all the other books really well, but you also said it took like 3 or 4 years for this book to come out.
Order of the Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Order of the Phoenix. Do you guys...
I think that played a role too. Just, it was so long, so JK was like, well, I gotta get you guys back up to speed.
Do you guys who've read those of you that read the books when the books came out, waiting for Order of the Phoenix to come out, it felt like forever. It was like 3 years of just waiting. Whereas Goblet of Fire came out, like Goblet of Fire is way bigger than the first 3 books. But it came out pretty fast because she was on such a tight schedule to get the book out. And after Goblet of Fire, at that point, she had enough power as a writer to say, okay, no more deadlines. Order of the Phoenix is done when it's done. And that's when it comes out. And that's how it was with the last like 3 books, because then Jesus, Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows didn't come out in rapid succession either.
3 years. My Game of Thrones fans out there are laughing right now.
3
years.
Listen, I know.
Took us 3 years just to get a response from George on where the book is.
I know.
Finally, he did just say that. He just said, it's just gonna come out when it comes out.
Winds of Winter. I'm gonna be 50 by the time that book comes out.
Winds of Winter is gonna become like the new meme for Half-Life 3 on the internet.
I started book 4. I started reading the books when book 4 had just come out. I think was when I first started to like read them. Or I was in the middle of reading them when book 4 came out. Something like that. So I had to endure the wait. It was a long wait, and there was a lot of time spent on MuggleNet speculating and theorizing about. It was a 3-year wait. Do you have any idea how much theorizing and predicting and fan fiction I read waiting for Order of the Phoenix? Oh my god! And I was like, I don't even know, 13 or something. It was so long. It was so long. I read them as they came out through Goblet. Haven't read any after that. Oh, man, you're going to experience the rest of the story. Oh, this is cool.
That's cool that we have other people who are experiencing it with us.
Yeah.
Who haven't read all the books.
Yeah. I always think, like, how many people out there have still not read Harry Potter? Because it was literally 10, 12 years of my life. Was Harry Potter. And now that I am 30 years old and rereading the books with someone who has never read the books before, and now it's so cool. We have all these other people on our channel who are like, I've never read them either. I'm going to read them with you. Like, that is awesome.
I know.
We all get to experience Harry Potter together.
And you made me feel like a weirdo because I never read the books.
So alien to me. Like, what?
There's
what do you mean?
Dozens of us. Literally dozens, Lextron.
There's dozens of us. The fandom definitely exploded in those years. And I think what made Harry Potter really unique was you had this hugely popular book series coming out at the same time that the internet was exploding.
Yeah.
Prior to the internet, you didn't have a community to get online with, and
you might have like the local book club,
right?
Or something.
You didn't have, and then I think that allowed the fandom to grow, and all of the internet, I think, played a huge part in why Harry Potter is the phenomenon that it is.
Well, you look how many like fan-made websites there are.
I know.
And like they're still going strong. Like Pottermore's still a thing.
Pottermore.
There's another one.
I have issues with Pottermore because the original Pottermore website was awesome, and that is like officially licensed. It was like JK's website.
Oh, that's JK's.
But right.
Okay.
But now it's the Wizarding World, and it's run by like the Harry Potter like corporation, Warner Brothers.
Oh, like Warner Brothers.
Yeah. And like you have to pay for exclusive access now, and it's not as good as it used to be, I don't think.
Isn't that how it goes?
But you have like MuggleNet and the Leaky Cauldron and all these cool websites. People always reacted like I was from another planet when I said I had. Yeah, I know. When he told me, I was like, "What do you mean you never even saw the movies? Like what?" But I feel like that's a lovely thing to read the books without having seen the movies first. It's nice.
I agree. It kind of ruins the movies for me, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
The movies have let me down.
Yeah, we watched Goblet of Fire after we finished the book.
Mm-hmm.
I first saw the movies, and then I was like, I need to see if the books are different. And the books are so much better. And I guess that's the one good thing about the movies is it does get people interested in reading the books. And then they read the books and they're like, holy shit, this is so much better than the movies.
What would I say? The movies are spark notes for the books. It just feels like the director pressed fast forward through the entire thing. Everything's just so rushed in the movies.
No, Will, there is no way we could have possibly waited to start reading Order of the Phoenix. I love that book so much. There was no way we could wait. Couldn't wait. I want a Niffler plush too. I want one.
Did you ever look it up? Do they have those?
They have them.
Oh, they do?
They make Niffler plushes.
Nice.
I would love that one. Real life Quidditch is a thing, and it's like, it's kind of dangerous. Like, it's serious business, real life Quidditch.
Real life Quidditch, it's like lacrosse. You just stick the lacrosse stick between your legs.
Or like rugby, running around on a broom.
A little bit of both.
Like,
it's like
Quidditch reminds me a lot of rugby too.
Violence.
Oh, that's cool. You have a Quidditch league in your... Oh, do you ever go watch them play? Like, you gotta go watch them play.
I would go watch a
Quidditch match. Are you kidding me? George, what the heck, man? Tell us how it is. Katie wants to know what you thought of movie 4.
Oh my. Where do I begin? I think I said it. It felt like they just pressed the fast forward button on the entire thing. Everything was so rushed, and just these really seem to just cut out all of Ron's parts. And anytime you see Hermione, she's like crying over something. I didn't enjoy it at all. Didn't feel like Harry Potter at all.
I have a lot of problems with that movie, and how they treat Hermione and Ron is probably one of the worst parts about that movie, in my opinion, because Ron is like not in the movie and Hermione's way overly emotional. The worst thing was when she comes down the damn stairs in a pink dress instead of a blue one. I know it's a stupid detail, but it pisses me off. And when they get in their fight, like, she cries. The whole point of her getting in that fight with Ron is for her to, like, demonstrate her power as a woman. And she loses it by sitting on the stairs and crying in the movie. Like, they didn't understand the moment to me.
They really don't portray Hermione in any of the movies as this strong, intelligent woman. Like, she says some intelligent things here and there, but that's it.
Yeah, she sounds like... And she does this, like, thing with her eyebrows. She's like, Harry. It's, like, they have a mind of their own.
Gotta tape those things down.
I remember her telling them to go to bed like a mother. Yeah, like, yeah. Never really understood. Knew it was from Harry Potter. I don't know. I just think it's cool that people play Quidditch where you live. That's awesome. Our town is so small that no one even knows what Quidditch is here. So
I was going to say, that's just cool that you have so many Harry Potter fans in your community that you can have a Quidditch league.
Yeah.
Like, if someone started up a Quidditch league in our town, it'd be like 5 people would show up.
And that's only enough for a team, you know? Not even enough for a team.
I mean, maybe there'd be more.
Well, yeah. We'd have to go to the tabletop game, the tabletop store. There's a tabletop store in the middle of our town where I'm assuming people go and play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know those people, but I feel like it would be beneficial to know those people. I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons.
It takes so much, like,
dedication.
Yeah, time investment.
Yeah, that's why I have not tried to play Dungeons and Dragons, because I don't know if I can invest the time required to play it, but I want to play it.
So to give a positive to Goblet of Fire, and kind of down the vein of what you were saying, I did think they did a good job on the dragon. One of my biggest issues through all the movies have been the awful green screen and CGI. But I thought they did pretty well on the dragon. For the time, they did really well.
The dragon was really, the dragon looked good. The fact that it fell into an abyss and we never find out what happens to it was terrible.
Well, at least it looked good doing it, and that's all that matters.
And the chase scene all over the castle. But yes, I thought the dragon looked good. He did look good. She looked good. She looked good. She's supposed to be a nesting mummy.
But she didn't have a nest.
No, she had a single egg. Whatever.
The egg was just thrown into this pit.
That's
Sorry, spoilers for anyone who didn't see the movie.
The extended chase scene. We don't find out if the dragon died. That's the thing. Like, we never... I'm assuming that the dragon died. Like, I don't know. That's, like, my biggest peeve about that whole scene is what happened to it. It just fell down.
Maybe it flew off to Westeros and...
met Drogon.
Maybe that's Drogon's mother.
Daenerys is Drogon's mother. Oh,
you know what I mean. The one that laid the eggs.
Oh. That it is much bigger than I thought here in Brazil. That is cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
Quidditch is big time down in Brazil. In Rio, they have 5 different teams. That's cool,
That's
man.
Really cool.
Oh, do you know the team names, or can you find them out? Because I'm kind of curious what their team names are. I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons would be fun. I don't know. Let's see. What else? Let's get away from the movie for a little bit. Let's talk more about the book. One of my favorite things about the book. Yeah, I don't know how popular Quidditch is I don't know how popular it is in the United States, although I do know that it's here. I know there's like a couple leagues in like New York City and stuff that play, but I don't know about Quidditch in the United States. Oh, yes. Send us the team names. I want to know.
Yeah, that would be great.
One of my favorite things about Goblet of Fire is the whole like mystery novel aspect of it, but you also have teenager things like Harry and Ron trying to figure out how to ask a girl to a dance.
Right.
And like how it plays out. It's just
how to get one alone away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah. It's just how they are about girls, and like this is the book where they consciously are thinking about girls. You know what I mean? And that's like a part of growing up, and you can see they're starting to like mature.
Yeah, they're hitting that age where it's, oh, wait, Hermione's a girl.
Yeah.
I think we saw that the most with Ron.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kind of looks at Hermione like, wait, kind of like you.
You're a girl. And Harry, you know, his whole thing with Cho, like in the last book he noticed Cho. But then in this
one, he noticed Cho.
Yes. But Cedric beat him to the punch. And he was really butthurt about it.
But, I mean, she is single now. She is?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Probably traumatized, but single.
Well, Harry's traumatized too, so it can be a bonding thing for them. You know, they can support each other.
So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out in this next book, if it goes anywhere.
Wrong.
I was gonna say, look, you could see Unicron for a second. You guys know who Unicron is? Anyone know about Transformers? This is a Harry Potter.
Yeah, this is Harry Potter.
Well,
we don't speak of that.
Maybe someone knows something about Transformers. Maybe there's someone who likes them. I don't know. Not the movies, though. If you like Transformers, but you like the movies, we can't talk.
This is Harry Potter discussion, but all nerdy conversation is welcome.
Right. You can talk about, Godzilla if you want to. I'm always down to talk about Godzilla.
Who would win, Godzilla or Voldemort? That's the real question.
Please.
Who would?
Don't mock Godzilla like that.
Avada Kedavra.
I don't think he has enough Avada Kedavra to even get... Godzilla's too big for that. He's just physically too big. There'd be a lot of willpower in there to do that. Besides, Godzilla probably step on him on accident.
Yeah, fair
Atomic
enough.
breath, boom, done. Voldemort is crispy. I don't know anything about Transformers, but assume that was a Transformers name. Nice.
Yep.
Unicron is a planet-sized transformer that eats other planets. That's what he does. Just for information. He transforms into a planet and then he goes and eats other planets. Maybe Godzilla is the weapon Voldemort is looking for.
Yes.
Could
you imagine Voldemort just riding in on Godzilla's back? See your enchantment. Stop this.
KFV, Kentucky Fried Voldemort.
Oh.
Game over. Oh man, what would they even do? They'd be like, "Hey, giant squid, can you help us out with this?" Maybe.
Giant squid is just booking it the other direction.
Like, hell no. Godzilla's like, "Oh, I'm in the mood for some calamari right now. I'll go for that."
Sushi? Well, I don't mind if I do.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. There's just so many little things in this book, like Bellatrix Lestrange at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You meet her, but you don't.
You get a glimpse of her. You don't really know her.
And then we get to Order of the Phoenix, and you find out who she is from Sirius, but it's just this little like background information on different characters and
just dropping little tidbits of information for you to remember later on.
Can Parcel Tongues talk to Godzilla? No, Parcel Tongues only talk to snakes. Yeah, Godzilla's
That's disappointing.
Godzilla's different. He's a kaiju, he's on a different level, I think.
Yeah, I would think so.
He's a kaiju. He's a monster. It's a little different.
I don't know. Maybe.
But. Oh no. Well, maybe I was gonna say, but I can't say because it's a spoiler for later stuff. So never mind. I had an idea, but I can't talk about it yet. Quidditch in Portuguese is quadribol. Quadribol? That's cool. Standout scenes for me are the trio, Dumbledore and Hagrid's cabin, Dumbledore's speech at the end, and the Sirius cave scene. Definitely when Dumbledore and Dumbledore and the trio talk to Hagrid. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's really, really good writing.
Oh yeah.
And Dumbledore's speech at the end was making me swell up with feels.
And then I agree that the whole conversation was serious in the cave, and if you want to know someone's true character, see how they treat their underlings or inferiors.
I remember the first time I read that book, that was like my favorite chapter, was the chapter with Sirius, Padfoot's Return. Any chapter with Sirius, that was good. It was definitely one of the standout ones. And I love the chapters where they go down to the kitchen and talk to the house elves. I love them.
Dobby's growing on me a bit. I like to see Dobby now.
Yeah, he's not annoying you anymore, is he?
No, not anymore. But we'll see if that changes.
His relationship with Harry is evolving.
There was another issue I had with the Goblet of Fire movie. not to stray from the book again, but no Dobby, no house elves whatsoever in Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, no house elves, none. They literally replaced Dobby with Neville, which was stupid.
And Winky with just... Who did they replace Winky with?
Barty Crouch. They just showed you Barty Crouch Jr.
Oh, yeah, that's
taking
right.
the mystery completely out. That was like the biggest thing. The worst part. Well, it wasn't the worst thing. But seriously, the first scene in the movie with Voldemort and Wormtail and Barty Crouch Jr. is there. Okay. Let's just not have a mystery at all in the story.
That was what I was saying. The best part about this book was it was so well written that it didn't really give anything away. It was really hard to see the signs.
Right. You had
you said, they were there, but if you don't know what you're looking for.
Oh, wait, we got some. I want to make a point, but I want to read these names. Phoenix, Flamejantes, Flaming Phoenixes, Grifos de Guanabara, Rio Ravens, Minerva, Dragones de Torment. Dicitronox is one from my city, federal district. Sorry, I'm whispering. I'm also squinting because I'm not wearing my glasses. Those names are freaking great. I love all of them. Those are amazing names.
We need to start a Quidditch league now.
I know. Flaming Phoenixes is awesome. That's a great name. I agree. That one's awesome.
If we needed more of a reason to visit Brazil.
I know, right? I already want to go to Brazil and go see Jaguars. Now I got to go watch a Quidditch match too.
Hopefully in the next, couple of years we can travel down there.
Oh, COVID can calm down on all fronts. I know Brazil's not having too hot of a time either. All the best scenes are removed. They are. And you're right. Yes. There's no SPEW. The tongue thing. I know. Yes, the tongue thing is the worst thing. I hate that thing that he does. That. Thing. Yeah. What is that? What is that?
They just make him look insane, which he is. Don't get me wrong, but it's just gross insane.
Yeah, like Barty Crouch Jr. to me is like...
He's supposed to be this mad genius.
Yeah, he strikes me as evil, crazy genius, not like just crazy.
Not like Joker crazy, Locked up in Arkham Asylum. Just
I know. I don't speak Portuguese, man. It took like 7 years of Spanish, but that's way different as far as how you pronounce things.
Yeah.
You can I can read it and kind of understand what the words are, but I can't pronounce them because Portuguese just sounds, it's got such a different pronunciation than Spanish
I agree.
does. So...
you can kind of make out what most things say, but you can't really
put everything. Like together. I can read that, this is Dragons of whatever, but I would pronounce it like Spanish and it wouldn't sound right. David Tennant is he is a great actor. That's what's so sad is he was actually a good choice for the part, but the part was terrible. They wrote it awful.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dumbledore yelling all the time. Oh my God. I know.
I wish they should have forced him to read the book or something.
Well, the director didn't even want to read the book. All the director did was talk about how big the book is, and it's so big, and it's a brick, and there's so much to read.
So split it up into 2 parts.
Well, thank you, Owen. We love you too. The whole thing about Dumbledore shouting all the time, and I know we talked about this, in the end of the book when he when they break into Moody's office and he starts talking to him, he's so mad. And it's such a big impact to Harry to see Dumbledore mad. It's scary to see Dumbledore mad.
because it's out of the ordinary.
Right, because he's never seen Dumbledore act that way before. But if he's acting that way throughout the whole movie...
That's what I mean. It's like seeing Snape angry at Harry. At this point, oh, Snape's angry at Harry again. He must have saw Harry, you know?
He must have just run into him in the hallway.
Yeah. Dumbledore is always this soft-spoken gentleman. So to see him angry is like, oh, wow. Things are serious.
Two parts. Where I feel like it could have been two parts. It would just be about where do you split it? Because with Deathly Hallows later, they split it into two parts because I think there is a very clear-cut, definite place to split it because the book kind of goes that way. I don't know where you would have split Goblet of Fire.
Maybe after the second task? Well, no.
Well, see, if you split it,
that is difficult.
If you were able to split it, you'd be able to put more stuff in it. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think where would be like an even place to split it.
What about like after the Yule Ball?
Yeah, I could see that. And it kind of works because it's halfway through the year. I could definitely see that.
I don't know. When are you going to read the fan fiction?
Oh, right after our discussion.
Yeah, when we're done when we're done talking about the book, we'll read the fan fiction. Or maybe like right at the halfway point. Like literally the halfway point in the book is the chapter where Harry sees the dragons. But that's a big cliffhanger.
Yeah. You got to get at least one task in. So I think maybe after the first task.
Yeah.
Because you have everything going on with the Dursleys before and the whole build-up.
Yeah, that's true. You got to have a climax.
And then you still have the action of the Quidditch World Cup and that sort of thing.
Yeah, the fight scene after the Yule Ball could be a good split. That's true. Because then you could put in, all the shit that they took out.
Yeah.
Like SPEW and Crumb and Harry finding Crouch. Crumb and Harry finding Crouch is such a great part of the book, and it's just not in there. Like, Harry and Crumb have no relationship in the movie. None.
Yeah, it's one of those things, why even introduce them?
Yeah. I was talking to a friend the other day about the character ages, and we both agree JKR made an error in saying the characters were 80s kids. Why didn't Harry or Hermione have cassettes? Well, I think Harry didn't have cassettes because the Dursleys didn't give him shit. So I think he just wouldn't have had any.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. He just wasn't given anything. And I guess he could have gotten Dudley's hand-me-downs, but at the same time, they described Dudley in the earlier books as very destructive. So it could be he just broke them all. Hermione, though, I have no out there. I don't know.
I mean, maybe she does, but they're at her house.
I guess. Well, yeah, that couldn't.
Because she wouldn't be able to use a cassette player.
Electronics don't work at Hogwarts. That's right.
So she wouldn't have been able to use it. So I feel like Hermione probably does have cassettes. They're just at home. Hermione just
for the sake of the books or the sake of the story, we'll just go with that. Why not?
Yes, destructive and fat. Don't forget, and fat. Yes, fat. What does she say? He's the size of a baby killer whale.
Only a baby, though. They're still, small.
Yeah, just a baby killer whale. He's not quite 7 tons yet.
He's a baby killer whale, just not as cute.
I mean, very few things are as cute as a baby killer whale. They're pretty damn adorable.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, they're not.
But,
they're not baby
animal of anything else.
Yeah.
Or Norbert was pretty cute.
Baby Norbert was cute. Baby dragons are adorable. Drogon and Rhaegal and Viserion were very cute little baby dragons.
You think Nifflers are cute? Imagine a baby Niffler.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How big are they? Are they supposed to be like?
They're like cat size. Nifflers are like, yeah.
Oh,
like
I thought they
little.
were smaller. I thought they were like a mouse or a. I was thinking like rodent size.
Oh, they yeah, because they're like mole. I think they're bigger though.
Maybe they are. I'm no expert on this.
In the Fantastic Beasts movie that I have never seen, the Niffler is like this. Like if it sits on its back legs on a table, it's like this.
Oh, okay.
So it's like cat size. Agree about Dudley. I can just see reels of tapes all over the floor. Yeah, Katie, exactly. Like she wouldn't bring the tapes because they wouldn't work. Also, the whole Rita Skeeter thing, just not an element in the movie. Just not
that was another thing. Why even bring Rita Skeeter in? They didn't even like read her article to start up drama or a conflict at all in the story. Rita Skeeter appeared, took Harry into the closet, and asked him a couple questions. That was her part. That's it.
I think going through and reading Goblet of Fire again, the little clues about Rita Skeeter that she puts in there are so funny.
Yeah.
The beetle specifically mentioned, and Harry's comments about like maybe she's bugging people. Like, oh my god, J.K. Rowling, for real? Jeez, so I don't know, so funny. It cracks me up because I'm reading it. And you don't know yet, and I'm reading it like.
Yeah, bugging with little electronic speakers. Yeah, of course that can be it.
Also, I'm a terrible Beatles fan for this, but there is a song by the Beatles, Lovely Rita Meter Maid.
Do you think there's a possible reference?
That is a total reference. It is so totally there. Her name is Rita. She turns into a beetle. Come on, that's a Beatles reference. That's so a Beatles thing. God, thank God I remembered the song. Lovely Rita, Meter Maid. It's a good song. I like it. Nifflers are adorable. Probably the best thing. I know, that's like the Niffler. The animals are the only reason why I kind of want to watch that movie. Just because I want to see the animals in the movie. So many things just thrown away. Rita Skeeter in the movie has a massive creeper vibe, or is that just me? Yeah. Did you feel like she was a little creepy with Harry in the movie?
Yeah.
She was really creepy with Harry in the movie.
And I think half that has to be with the fact that they never continue the conflict. They never make a conflict. It's just she takes him into the closet and, acts all creepy, which she does in the book. But then you find out, oh, this is why.
Yeah,
she's looking for dirt.
Plus, in the book, she's creepy. Yeah. But in the movie, when they go in the closet, she's like in his face. It's like, I don't know. It's creepy without going anywhere. It just is a weird scene that doesn't.
It's like Rita,
go anywhere.
He's half your age. Step back a couple feet, arm's length.
Social distance, Rita. HP book is great. Wizards trying to understand the Muggles world. They describe so many things day to day. This book is a must for all who live. I would agree with that. I think Harry Potter is great for learning English. Or any language. If it's translated into so many languages. I think Harry Potter is great for learning to read.
Yeah, that's true.
English learning
any language.
English. Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
you were someone who read the books in a different language. Would you say they're just as good for learning another language as learning English?
They definitely helped me learn Russian. Yeah.
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 I mean, I couldn't say. I could just see maybe some translation issues that may
there's definitely
throw off.
There's definitely translation things. I think for some languages more than others, and Vladimir, you can attest to this. What I experienced when I was reading Harry Potter in Russian is there are certain phrases in English and certain words in Russian that just don't translate well.
You're just picking whatever relates the closest.
Like you'll take some, like maybe a phrase or something in English will be one word in Russian, or a certain specific word in English has no Russian equivalent, so you kind of have to approximate it to a degree.
Yeah.
And the other thing about
it's like trying to translate, let's say, coffee into a language where there's no word for coffee.
Right.
And it's instead of coffee, they call it hot bean water or something.
Privet Drive. Yeah, I remember that actually. I read it on the Kindle, so it's even better for looking up word. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, reading it on the Kindle must make it much easier for you to find words and definitions. That's cool.
I do like the Kindle for that. I've always been more of a book in hand type person, but
I mean,
there's one thing I appreciate about the Kindle.
I literally had this and a dictionary, and that is how I read them. Like, you know, this is what I had. So memories. The other thing about reading it in another language, names don't translate well either sometimes. Voldemort's name, like her wordplay stuff, is very much so deeply rooted in the English language that when you take it out, it doesn't translate. Like Voldemort's name, to get it to work in French, Voldemort's middle name is Elvis, I think. So it can be Je suis Voldemort or whatever. Neville is, hang on, I'm pretty sure, but Neville is, God, it's been so long since I've
now I'm just picturing Voldemort, instead of black robes, just like white sparkly diamond robes, whole Elvis get up.
Neville is Volandimor. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Neville Longbottom in Russian is Neville Dolgopoops.
Which is awesome.
Neville Dolgopoops, I'm pretty sure. And Snape, I think I remember reading, is like Sneg or something like that. It's been so long since I've read these books. Gary Potter! Yeah, Gary Potter. It's not Harry Potter. It's Gary Potter. So Russian is an extreme example, I think, versus say just because the alphabet's so different, the languages are so different.
I was gonna say, once you get into languages with different alphabets,
yeah,
things are gonna.
And I am so with you, Katie. I want a Japanese copy of all of these books so freaking bad. I can't stand it. I want the Japanese books so bad.
Didn't you say they're like almost impossible to get?
No, just I want the hardcovers, but the hardcovers are like $100 a piece on like eBay. But I could get.
Are they out of like production? Are they no longer being printed?
I don't know. I didn't like look into it.
I mean, you're looking at eBay. I mean, they might be cheaper to get from a publisher.
That's true. But you can get a set. They have like a box set of them in paperback, because in Japan, they're sold as like 2 volumes. They're like 2 volumes.
Like year 1 through 4, and then the last.
No, I mean like book 1 is 2 books.
Oh, okay.
Each one is like 2 volumes. So you can get a big box set of the books in Japanese for like 200, which is what you'll pay for like a box set of the books here.
Oh, gotcha.
Voldemort in French literally means flight of death. Yes, it does. I love that wands are baguettes in French. It's freaking amazing. You should appreciate that.
I do.
Harry pulled out his baguette and yelled, "Expelliarmus!" Slightly toasted with butter. Wands are spaghetti in Italy. No, they're not.
What?
You're lying. No.
I'm starting to think that that's just some jokes put in there that
Are you being for real on that? English book is better. Russian is like adopted translation. Yeah. Harry Potter is very much an English book. And there is something lost in translation.
But it works from other languages too.
When you're just trying to learn the language, for sure.
The biggest one is the Witcher books. I don't know Polish. I have not read the books in Polish, but anyone who has have always said that the English versions cut so much out.
Yeah.
Not that the English versions are bad.
But even in the sense that they're such English books, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about the English and American editions. But there are some things which, Katie, I'm sure you will know this because you are from the UK. In the second book, Ron puts spellotape on his wand. When I read them, I always just thought it was spellotape, like it was some kind of magic tape.
Yeah.
Apparently, spellotape is just what you guys call like Scotch tape. Like clear tape.
Oh, that just kind of fits perfectly with the word spell in it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why she did it, was like supposed to be a play on words thing. But the Americans are cellotape here. Yeah, that's what I knew. It was something like that. It was like a play on words thing. But we Americans were just like, oh, it's spellotape. It must be Mrs. Weasley's tape that she keeps in her drawer. Cellotape. Like, we don't call it that. We just call it like Scotch tape.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Because we
Scotch.
Well, because that's a brand, though.
Yeah, that's the company, and just like
Well, that's what she just said. It's their brand.
Like duct tape.
Right, duct tape. Yeah,
it's the brand.
But yeah, duct tape.
I always called
cellotape.
I always called it duct tape for the longest time because it has a picture of a duck on it.
Yeah, me too. I always thought it was duct tape. When I was a kid, I was like, it's duct tape. And then I like had to go to the store and buy some, and I saw that it's actually duct tape, and I was like, duct tape is better. Like, it should just be duct tape. Lord of the Rings, Tolkien actually made a guide of how to translate the names into other languages.
That's great.
Of course he did. He made up a whole mythos. Why would he not do that too, right?
Right. That man was an author and genius on a whole nother level, though.
Yeah. I'm going to make up an entire language. Then I'll write the book.
Oh, and he was just kidding about the spaghetti, by the way.
Okay,
Thank goodness. Say, that would have been a little bit too far. I was going to say, better hope you don't have a duel out in the rain.
Oh, God. Anubis.
Your wand's just going to go limp.
Anubis. Mr. Weasley and his rubber ducks. Yes. Oh, my God, I know. Sorry, I'm trying to put Gary Potter back. Everything's in the way, though. Dr. Grant is in the way. Tyrannosaurus Rex is in the way. Good Lord. Dimetrodon. Sorry, everyone. There.
But
Look, see, this is crazy. I have a Russian copy of the Tales of Beetle the Bard. I don't have an English copy of the Tales of Beetle the Bard. But okay, like that's. I kind of need a copy of that. All right, let's see. Gary Potter could be from My Immortal. No, his name's Vampire. Don't you remember?
Did they
Jeez.
ever give him a real name, or was it just Vampire?
She introduces him as Harry Potter, but his new
okay.
name is Vampire or whatever. Or he liked to be called Vampire or something.
I couldn't remember.
I don't know.
That fried my mind. Speaking of fan fiction, maybe after you're done with the setting up of your figures there.
My guys here. Anubis wanted to... Here, hold my Acrocanthosaurus, would you?
Might be time to get into...
the fan fiction. Are we ready to read the fan fiction?
Did it have a title?
Yes, it does.
What was the title?
Yes, it's Anubis. See? Isn't he handsome? He's very handsome. He's not wearing his big long earrings though. But yes.
Doesn't he have a staff too?
He has a staff and an Ankh thing. They're in his box though. They're in his box. His reasons. Oh my god, where am I going to put you? I had everything up here. Oh yeah, the sunglasses thing. God, I forgot about all that. Sunglasses. It's because he's stoned. He's trying to hide the fact that he's stoned from McGonagall. He doesn't want to be rude. All right, hang on. I'm almost there. All right.
Then Alan Grant.
And Alan Grant. Yes, got to put Alan Grant back up there. When my sister used to read the books, I thought Snape was Snake.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
We've noticed in a lot of fan fictions that they think it's Snake too. So.
Snake or Snap. Oh,
not alone.
George, am I amusing you with all my stuff? From a town in the UK where I went on holiday called Snape Maltings, and I always called it Snake Maltings. That's funny. That's great. It's actually interesting. Dumbledore is smoking Dumbledore. Smoking a little bit of the electric lettuce there, aren't you, bud? All right. Should we read some fan fiction?
I think so. I'm excited for this one.
I'm glad I could amuse George with whatever I was amusing him with. All my...
I think you're fumbling around.
With all my wares.
Yes.
All my goods. Dumbleweed.
Your excess of Jurassic Park.
My excess
material.
Of Jurassic Park, yes. There's more Jurassic Park down there. Well, technically not.
I wouldn't mind reading those books at some point in the future. I mean, I know we've both read the first one, but I never read Lost World.
How would you guys feel if... how would you guys feel about... after we're done with Harry Potter, if we were to read the Jurassic Park books?
Like when we're completely done.
Like when we're done, when we've read Deathly Hallows. Where do you find all the fan fictions? Well, this one that we're going to read today was written by Hufflepuff is Cool, having been inspired by Hermione and the Sorting Hat. So Hufflepuff is Cool sent this directly to us after they wrote it. Katie's like, yes, do Jurassic Park. Okay, we will do Jurassic Park at some point.
It's just so many options. Know what to do next.
Jurassic Park would be good because it's only 2 books.
That's true. I don't know. We have some time. We'll put out like a vote or something. But
I don't know. I didn't even know Jurassic Park was a book. Jurassic Park is 2 books. And they are very different from the movies. Just saying. like the first. Well, you read the first book. The 1st book is pretty. It's not. It's very different, but not like
the parts they keep in the movie are still accurate.
Right.
They just cut some stuff out for time.
Spielberg kind of like picked through the book to see what would make a good movie, because the mediums are so different. Because I love Jurassic Park the book. I love Jurassic Park the movie. They are not the same thing, but they're equally awesome. And the second one, which I read, Jesus Christ, what Lost World. Forgot what it was called. Lost World is so different from the movie. And so much better. So much better.
That's why I hear the first one was just kind of cut down for time, but still was great. And then Lost World, they kind of went in a different direction.
They just did so many different... There are elements of the Lost World that are the same. Like Ian Malcolm going with... yeah. And like the baby Tyrannosaurus is like an element in the book, but it's just so different. So much better. It'll be nice for you to read a book I haven't read. Yeah. All right. People seem to be interested in Jurassic Park as the next book series, so we will definitely keep that in mind as being the next book we read. What is it about? What's what about, the fan fiction or Jurassic Park? All right. It was nice to see you, Owen. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you very much.
I love the first movie too. It's so good. Hopefully
we'll see you on our next live stream.
Yes, join us once more for the next one, whatever we decide to do for that. I agree in anything which I can translate to a 9-year-old. I think a 9-year-old could handle Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I think so. It isn't... the story's a little adult, but the writing isn't that difficult to learn.
The story is a bit mature, but it's not like vulgar mature.
Yeah. It's just some people are going to be eaten by dinosaurs.
Yeah. And it's
That's life.
I mean, it's science. It's more science heavy.
Yeah.
Than the movie. The book, Jurassic Park. The book is essentially the same story. The Grant, Malcolm, and Ellie Sadler go to the park. And all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty much like the same plot. It's just there's a lot of other different things that happen differently.
I think the biggest thing is you see more of Grant and the kid's journey through the park.
Yep.
They cut a lot of that out. Other than that, the story is mostly the same.
Yeah. More people die too, I think. Yeah, more people die. I was 10 when Goblet of Fire was read to me. I wasn't expecting the ending. Yeah, Goblet of Fire is dark.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Well, that's kind of like what I was saying is the first 3 books are very much children's books, and then we got to this book and the whole like feel of it was a lot more grown up. Yeah. And I think it, slammed it home with the ending when Cedric goes ahead and kicks the bucket.
I think there are a lot of a lot of fans who didn't start reading the books until they were adults because Harry Potter's for kids, blah, blah, blah. And then like their adult friends are reading them and they were like, no, you have to read these books. And they're like, get out of here. And they would be like, no, look, the 4th book just came out. And they were like, look. And people were like, this is a kid's book. This book is like 800 pages. This is a kid's book, and it's like
long kid's book.
Yeah, like it's
like,
not.
It's like all the Dr. Seuss books just rolled into one.
More than that, probably.
Okay.
Fan fiction time? Fan fiction time. Okay, are we ready?
I know I am.
Science is nice. Children like it. Dinosaurs are interesting. I'm in. Vladimir is all in for Jurassic Park.
Nice.
All right.
Dinosaurs, science. It's great.
I do know for a fact that if it's not the next book series we will read Jurassic Park at some point on the channel. It's definitely on the list.
All right. So as far as the fan fiction goes, it is 18 plus. Just throwing out the
George said it. George said it. Here we go. 18 plus.
Yep. Thank you, George.
I'll be. You want me? I'm gonna do the British accent. Harry Potter and the Year of Love by Hufflepuff is cool. Chapter 1: The Love Triangle. On a sunny day at Hogwarts, Harry woke up thinking of ploughing Ginny's pussy, but then he gets a boner and Ron wakes up and says, "Bloody fucking hell, Harry! Can you not jerk off once in a while?" Then Hermione walks in and says, "Good morning." Then she sees Harry's boner. Then she walks out. When Ron and Harry walk out to the common room, Hermione says, "Harry, can I talk to you for a second?" Harry says, "Sure." They walked out of the common room and she says, "Harry, I noticed your dick when I walked in today, and I want your dick inside of me." Hufflepuff pulling no punches here. Oh my god.
No warm-up.
We're just going for it.
Excuse the pun, going right in.
They proceeded to make out. Then they walked to Moaning Mortal's bathroom, where they proceed to undress. Then she began to fuck Harry's dick. It was wet from Hermione's wet pussy. Then Moaning Myrtle said, "Harry, I can watch you two fuck." Harry said, "No." Harry said, "No, Myrtle." She floats away. Then she sucks Harry's dick. Then Harry comes down Hermione's throat. Then they get dressed and go to divination. After class was done, Harry asked Ginny to meet her in the girls' dormitory.
This is so casual.
They're so forward. George, oh my goodness. Katie, oh my. After class was done, Harry asked Ginny to meet her in the girls' dormitory. He said sure. That night, Harry threw on his invisibility cloak. He walked out of the boys' dormitory, made his way through the quiet common room into the girls' dormitory. He saw Ginny, then whispered, "Ginny." Then she opened the door. She came in. She said, "Come in." Harry said, "What did you want?" He took off the cloak to see Ginny naked. She said, "Harry, you're the chosen one. Fuck me."
Oh, chosen one.
Harry took off his clothes. Then he started to fuck Ginny. Then Ron walked in and said, "What the fuck?" Harry said, "Ron, get the fuck out before I break your nose."
Oh, like you would even have to tell him when it's his sister.
to leave. Ron leaves, terrified of his nose getting broken. Then Harry comes in Ginny's wet pussy. Harry gets dressed, then leaves and grabs his invisibility cloak, then walks to the boys' dormitory. He puts his cloak under his bed. Then Ron punches him in the face.
That's right. Go, Ron. Don't take anything from Harry.
Then Ron punches him in the face and says, "That's for fucking my sister, you motherfucker." Then a big fight happened. Harry ended up knocking Ron out. Then Harry went to sleep, dreaming about fucking Hermione and Ginny. That was the end of chapter 1. That was chapter 1.
Well, technically, he's not a motherfucker, just a sister fucker.
Yeah. As long as they don't get caught by Mrs. Weasley or something, I'm happy.
Oh, boy. Well, we still have, 4 more chapters to go?
Harry just doesn't care. No. There's 3 more chapters left.
Oh boy.
Chapter 2. Ron versus Harry.
That wasn't Ron versus Harry?
No. No. What happens when J.K. Rowling is not watching? Harry woke up to see he had had a wet dream, so Harry took his crispy sheets.
Oh, that's great. Oh my god. Crispy sheets.
Katie's just like, oh, gross. Oh, God.
Oh, I think he used too much starch in them.
Harry woke up to see he'd had a wet dream, so Harry took his crispy sheets and threw them out of the window and landed on the ground. And Harry went on about his day.
And
He just threw them out the window. Hagrid's gonna find those later.
And that's how you do laundry, kids.
Harry went about his day. He went down for breakfast. Ron was giving Harry the death glare. Then he went to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Ron kept giving Harry the death stare. Then Mad-Eye Moody said, "Ron, why the fuck are you staring at Harry so much?" Mad-Eye Moody. What the fuck are you doing? Sorry, I was looking at what you were teaching, but these guys are in the way, Ron said. Okay, said Mad-Eye. After class, Ron said, Harry, why'd you fuck my sister? I didn't know. Why'd you fuck my sister? I didn't know what she wanted when she asked. Okay, I challenge you to a duel, said Ron. Oh, sorry. The paragraph threw me. Okay. Why did you fuck my sister? I didn't know what she wanted when she asked, okay? I challenge you to a duel, said Ron. I accept. The duel is midnight in the trophy room. See you then, fucker.
I feel like we've been here before.
Harry, literally.
Just Ron. Fucker.
I love the F-bombs. They're great.
Ron, what the fuck are you looking at Harry for? Oh, and I'm never going to be able to get crispy sheets out of my mind now.
Crispy sheets. Oh my god. Oh. Midnight Duel, the later years. Chapter 3, The Duel. At 12 o'clock, Harry and Ron made their way to the trophy room. Harry and Ron pulled their wands out, or should I say they pulled out their baguettes. And Ron said, cast spells to stun or disarm. Harry said, okay, Expelliarmus. Then Ron's wand flies out of his hand, lands on the ground. You have to win 3 times to win the duel, said Ron. All right, Flipendo! Harry gets thrown into a trophy case and gets glass stuck in his arms and legs and cuts. You need to go to the hospital wing. Harry gets up and walks to the hospital wing. He makes it to the hospital wing. He calls out for Madame Pomfrey. She rushes to him and says, oh my god, what happened? Ron cast Flipendo and threw me into a trophy case, said Harry. She says, let's get this glass out. Harry says, the glass is in my arms. Harry said for the next couple of minutes, Madame Pomfrey was getting glass out of his arms. Then she put some bandages on his arms. Then he got into bed and went to sleep. Then he got woken up by Ron saying, hey, I'm sorry what I did to you. Can we still be friends, Harry? Yeah, it's fine. We're friends. Then Hermione walked in and said, hi, how are you doing? Harry replied, good, how are you? Hermione replied, good. Ron said, hey, Hermione, potion starts in a few minutes. Hermione said, okay. Ron walks away. Hermione kisses Harry and goes off to the potions.
Well, it's good they're friends again.
That de-escalated quickly.
I was gonna say, all it took was throwing Harry into a trophy case.
I know, cutting him up to pieces, pretty much. All right, this is the last chapter, and you guys, I don't know if you're ready for this.
This chapter title alone.
The chapter title alone. Chapter 4. The Journey of Malfoy the Ferret Up Lavender's Ass.
Oh. Just let that sink in for a second.
Katie's like, I am not ready.
Oh.
I know, when I started...
I wonder if Lavender is.
When I started reading it, I thought something was going to happen with Madame Pomfrey too. And then it didn't. I thought Harry was going to be like, hey, Madame Pomfrey, I want a piece of the chosen one, but we didn't go there. All right. Chapter 4. The Journey of Malfoy the Ferret Up Lavender's Ass. Later, Ginny visited Harry. Ginny said, Harry, what happened to you? Harry replied, your stupid brother Ron threw me into a trophy case. Ginny said, that sucks, but this'll cheer you up. Ginny proceeds to give Harry a hand job. She says, you feel better now? Harry says, yeah. Then Ginny left. A couple of days later, Harry went back to class in divination. In divination class, Lavender Brown asked Harry to hang out with her. Oh, sorry. Reading this with my glasses is not as easy. I probably should have gotten those. A few days later, Harry went back to class at divination. After class, Lavender Brown asked Harry to hang out. He knows what's going to happen. A three-way that night. So Harry snuck to the girls' dormitory and met Cho and Lavender.
What? How does he know?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh God, is Malfoy the third?
Cho and Lavender waited by the door. Harry said, what do you guys want to do? Lavender says, you know what I want to do, Harry. Okay, he said. Where, though? Lavender said, Moaning Myrtle's bathroom would work. It's empty and quiet. Okay, Harry said. And they made their ways to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. They began undressing and then they started to fuck. Harry put his dick up Lavender's pussy. She moaned and moaned. Oh my God, I can't.
Come on, let us in on the joke. We need to know too.
I'm trying! Harry put his dick up Lavender's pussy. She moaned and moaned. Then Mad-Eye Moody walked in carrying a ferret. He pushed Harry to the side, hurting his dick in the process. Then Mad-Eye shoved the ferret up Lavender's ass. She ended up in the hospital wing. And Moody got fired for shoving the ferret that had turned out to be Draco in Lavender's ass. Harry got the nickname for the best fucker at Hogwarts. The end.
Oh my God, those. Oh, that was great. Hi, Moody just comes in. Move aside.
Let me shove this ferret up Lavender's asshole. I can't handle it. Hufflepuff, that was a great story. Oh my God. Why, Moody? I don't know. I'm crying. I'm crying.
Oh, imagine being in the hospital wing when that happens.
So short.
Ms. Pomfrey.
Madame Pomfrey. Oh my God. Yeah. What the hell? So short, but so much going on. At least he got fired, unlike Snape in the Sorting Hat.
That's true. Snape got probably a promotion.
Well, I mean, he emptied into her like a squirt gun or whatever. Like, Moody. What the hell, man?
Oh, how it should have ended if McGonagall didn't show up in the book.
Great. That was McGonagall was not there to stop him, I guess. Oh, that was such a great story. That was amazing. It was a very intense, short little story. Oh my gosh.
Short but sweet.
And to the point. I love Hufflepuff. I love your use of the word fucker. That was good.
It's like timed perfectly.
It was perfect. Yes. All right, fucker. Just like, Ron, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
I could honestly picture it if it wasn't like a kid's book. Not the whole ferret and lavender, but the way like Moody's talking and stuff.
I feel like if it wasn't a kid's book, Moody would definitely swear a lot more.
Yeah.
Was it actually Moody or Barty Crouch disguised as Moody?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good question.
We would have to ask the author. Hufflepuff, is it really Moody or is it Crouch as Moody?
I don't know which would be worse.
The story sounded so intense, almost like Kafka's Metamorphosis. I have not read that. Sorry, but I will take your word for it.
No, I haven't read it.
I'm just absorbing that story. I'm still taking it.
Oh, it was Moody.
Oh, it really was Moody. Oh.
Moody. Oh. Is this what I have to expect of Moody?
What's going to happen in the Order of the Phoenix? Oh my God.
Get out of that house now, Harry.
What happened to the bed sheets?
That is a good question.
Oh my God, did the house elves have to clean it up?
Oh God. Oh God. No.
Sassy, moody, nasty.
Moody McNasty. Oh no, poor Dobby.
Like, does Dobby have to clean those sheets? You know, at least it wasn't Voldemort. Voldemort is a dignified gentleman. I feel like he would not. No?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You know, no one really has in any of the books we've read depicted Voldemort as too disgusting or terrible.
Yeah, Voldemort kind of gets...
Not books, but fan fictions.
Voldemort kind of gets away with not doing weird sexual things with other characters.
Like, even My Immortal, he didn't really do anything weird.
No.
Or messed up.
No.
Even though literally everyone else in that story did at one point or another.
Originally, it was going to be a duel with Harry and Snakeface.
Snakeface.
Yeah, Voldemort kind of gets out of a lot of... that could be your next fanfic. Oh, there you go. Write a sequel, Hufflepuff. Do you want a sequel?
Where would it go from here?
I don't know. I mean, it already went great, so it could only get better from here. I don't know.
Moody got fired, so they need a new defense against the dark arts. Voldemort uses Polyjuice Potion to transform into someone. And it all culminates with
Next fanfic, Arthur's Cut.
Arthur's Cut.
Oh, dear Lord. Guys, you are great. I'll be waiting for your videos next week. See you.
Thank you. We will be seeing you then.
See you then, Vladimir. So excited to keep reading Order of the Phoenix. Harry Potter and the X-rated year of school.
That's really what it seems like.
The only place I will not go with fan fiction is down the bestiality road. I won't read those. I cannot.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in reading those
I don't,
or hearing those.
I don't want to.
Please don't.
No. Author's Cut. I'm intrigued, Hufflepuff. I'm very intrigued. Jacob Jones. Hey, guys.
Hello. Welcome.
You missed the fan fiction, I think, maybe. Unless you've been here this whole time. I don't know.
I feel like you would have known. It was great.
Yes, I will not dishonor Hedwig like that. Ever. Or Nagini. Or Pig. Or any of the precious bibbies of Harry Potter.
Yeah, definitely not Hedwig out of any of them.
And yes,
you want to talk about someone regal and classy.
That's
Hedwig.
Protect Hedwig at all costs. Yes, I will always protect Hedwig. And yes, I consider Nagini to be a precious bibby too.
Well, I mean, already she may have been violated by Wormtail. And that's not even like
if we buy
fan
into
fiction.
That theory.
That's just a possibility from Rowling herself.
Nagini is a nice girl. She just... Well, she's
not bad. She's just enchanted that way.
Yes. Oh, nice. You're all caught up with book 5. Awesome. What about McGonagall and Sirius? Technically, they're animals. They're animagus. It's different. I will not read one if they're in animal form. Or if that is a part of it. That's not happening.
No, don't want to make one about like McGonagall and Lupin. They just wake up and McGonagall has a bunch of like fur all over her, and it's like, oh, you were an animal last night, Lupin.
Wouldn't that be Snape and Lupin? George's favorite couple?
Maybe.
What chapter are you guys up to?
What are we on? 7?
Buckbeak is the only one who must stay untouched. Buckbeak and Hedwig. Hedwig must be protected. Why don't we want Nagini to be protected? Well, don't answer that question. I know how most of you feel about Nagini. We're on chapter 7. That's the next chapter we have to read. It's the same story with ideas I didn't use. Oh. Extended. Yes, send us the extended version.
Director's cut.
Yes, the Lord of the Rings extended edition. Yes. So yeah, we're on chapter 7, so that'll be what premieres on Monday. Will be the Ministry of Magic chapter. Katie's like, George, is Buckbeak your favorite character?
How can he not be?
He's a nice boy.
Yeah, Buckbeak's awesome.
He is awesome.
Except he's trapped in small areas all the time.
I know, poor guy.
I mean, we talk about setting him free, but really, he's been locked up since we first met him.
I have my notes. I'm ready to write. Awesome. That's awesome. I am excited to read it. Oh, man.
Who's your favorite animal character while we're on the subject?
Who's my favorite animal character?
Yeah.
He needs to stretch his... He does. He needs to go out and fly around. Hedwig gets to leave and go hunt, you know? Oh, well, they can't while they're at Grimmauld Place either.
Yeah. I wonder if Buckbeak got to do all that wherever they were hiding. Do you ever learn where they were hiding before they come back?
No.
Oh.
You just know that Sirius was sending tropical birds. Who's your favorite animal character? Who's your guys' favorite animal character? George, we know. Buckbeak.
I think mine's Hedwig. I just love her sass.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hedwig? I like your nails. Are they crimson? I only have one coat on. I can try and they're kind of like a deep crimson red color. Hedwig.
Hedwig's a big favorite.
Really like Nagini.
That you can choose. Nagini needs some love. It's a big.
Hedwig and Buckbeak would make a great couple. Now, see,
they would.
That's a fan fiction I would read, like a cute little nice romance between Hedwig and Buckbeak. That's like cute. I would read that. I would be okay with that. Or like Hedwig and Hermes.
I just don't see how that would work out physically.
It wouldn't.
Okay.
It would be like one of those.
So it'd be like G-rated story.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
It would be like a Disney love story kind of.
Well, we're talking about fan fiction. I don't think I've ever heard of any G-rated fan fiction.
There's fluffy, cute fan fiction. There's funny fan fiction. We just
happen to have read like the dirtiest fan fiction.
Yes, so we just happen to have the Nifflers, even though it's from Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, but Nifflers technically are in Goblet of Fire too.
Yep.
So
those totally count.
They definitely count because they are in the book. So Fantastic Beasts, whatever. They still count because Fantastic Beasts, but they count even more because they are in Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter made me want to go to boarding school. When she was a kid, she thought mail was delivered by owls at real boarding school. And your mom had to disappoint you. I'm sorry. I wanted to go to boarding school too because of Harry Potter. It made me want to go to like boarding school. But
then you learned what boarding school really was. There's no owls, no magic.
And we were poor, so didn't happen. I went to public school. I think Nagini is my favorite animal. I really love her.
All right.
Someone has to love Nagini other than Voldemort.
No love for the blast-ended Scroots anywhere?
I also really like the giant squid.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool. They really have given him a lot of character, even though he appears maybe once a book.
Yes, but he's always there. He likes toast.
He's helpful. Lifting the one boy back into the boat.
Yep. Katie likes pig, too.
Yes. I was waiting for someone to say pig.
Yeah, I know. Norbert's awesome. I don't know. Nagini. She's awesome. She's a bamf.
I mean, we've only seen Nagini, like, what? Twice?
Yes.
So, I guess I'll take your word on that.
Let's get some blast-ended Scroots. I'm good on that. Talking of the current book, as an adult, Molly is starting to annoy me. At the moment, Harry isn't a kid, and if anyone has their claims on him, it is Sirius, not her. We had a big discussion about that whole Molly versus Sirius, who's right, who's wrong.
Yeah.
Crookshanks is awesome. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Crookshanks is awesome. He's up there too. I really like Crookshanks. He's the man.
What was he? He was half cat, half
Kneazle.
Okay.
Which I'm pretty sure I know I told Katie this, and I don't remember where I read it, but Mrs. Fig breeds them.
Oh, really?
Measles, yeah.
Oh, so her cats are Neasels?
Or like part Neasel, yeah.
Oh, so when she was saying that
she sent her cats out to keep an eye out. They're
that's
like,
why.
Yeah, they're like part Measle, or they are Measles. Or
Oh, okay.
I wish Harry got to live with Sirius. I'm not a fan of snakes. My mom has a phobia of them, so it probably. I want one so bad. I want a snake so bad.
My mother had an incredible fear of snakes too.
My grandmother had a snake phobia. My mom doesn't have like a phobia of snakes, but she has told me that if I ever get one, she does not want me to have it out while she is at my house. She doesn't really want to see it. But she doesn't freak out if she sees one in the garden either.
But the good thing about having a mom that has a snake phobia is how easy it is to scare them. I know I would take even if it was just string, you just like ball it up. Hey mom, check out. Oh shoot. Just total hysteria right there.
Crookshanks, Pigwidgeon all the way. Hufflepuff. Yeah, even if he went to live with Lupin. Harry has to go back to Privet Drive though.
Well, doesn't Lupin live at Sirius's house?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, yeah, he comes and stays there, but like he's always out doing stuff for the Order.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if he had his own place or if...
I know that at the end of book 4, Sirius goes and stays with him for a while. So he probably does have his own place. Yeah. Biggs has a spider thing too. He doesn't like spiders.
Yep, don't like them.
He's got the Ron spider thing.
They
don't bother me. I don't like... Some of them are kind of cute and fuzzy.
Like the little ones, I can overcome my fear enough to like get a piece of paper, scoop them up, put them outside or something. But as soon as you get like bigger than maybe a nickel or something, no, not doing it. If you can see the hairs on them, no, don't want it.
So if it's like this big, you have a problem with a spider that's like that big?
Yes.
Mine had a fear of everyone, even my sisters, due to bipolar. As a result, I'm hard to scare, but as a kid, spiders gave me near heart attacks. Spiders are like what most, but like fear of spiders is so common. Like there are so many people that don't like them, which is why
they're creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, which is why I think there's a giant spider in Lord of the Rings, and like giant spiders is like a thing.
Like they are pretty brutal. Like just everything about them.
They're extremely efficient hunting animals. They're a great product of evolution.
Exactly.
And Aragog, you're right.
They literally melt their victims' insides and then suck out the juices.
Right. And they have they physically produce one of the strongest materials on the planet.
That is true. That is one cool thing about them.
Spider crawled on my face just as I was falling asleep once.
Oh.
Poor Katie. Oh. She says that she likes that they eat flies, but that's it.
Yeah.
That is extremely beneficial. They do eat nuisance things.
That's what I mean. If I see a spider outside or something, I let it go about its business. It's in the house and, it's relatively small. I'll be able to get it out.
But when I was in Costa Rica, we stopped at a stand to like buy water, snacks, and stuff. And our tour guide found a tarantula that happened to just be kind of making its way down the road. And he picked it up for us to see it. And everyone was like scared. And he's like, does anyone want to hold it? And everyone was like, no. So I decided to hold the tarantula, and he just kind of slowly walked up my arm, and then he literally got right here on my face, and he just kind of sat there. And I let him sit on my face until the tour guide was like, okay, he needs to get off your face now. We're going to let him go about his day.
Yes, no.
I have pictures somewhere.
Like, I would be nearly having a heart attack as soon as it touched me. And then as soon as it, like, leaves my vision, it's, like, on my shoulder, and I can't see it over here, I may just die right there.
He was so fuzzy.
No.
He was so fuzzy.
I can't remember what type of tarantula it is. Might be the bird-eating spider or camel spider. One of them, they have a venom within their hairs that if you, like...
They, like, shake... They, like...
Yeah.
Do this with their legs and shoot the hairs at you.
If you touch their hairs and it pricks you, it, like, paralyzes you.
Yeah. I know, tropical country, you guys have snakes, spiders, insects.
Oh, Brazilian wandering spiders scare the crap out of me. I've never came across them, but I do know that they're highly aggressive.
Don't they chase people?
Yes.
Yeah, those
they're
are
like
the ones that
one
chase people.
spider, you know, when they say they're more afraid of you than you are of them. No, they'll just stand up and chase you.
Ah, that's not no. I didn't know Prisoner of Azkaban was released on VHS. I don't know if the tropical country thing the animals wouldn't bother me. It would be the humidity. I think the animals would be fine because I'd always be wanting to go out and find them. But the humidity would be an issue.
I think as long as I was with someone who knew what they were doing, I'd be fine. But I would not want to, like, walk down a trail in a tropical country that I know nothing about by myself.
I never saw Jungle to Jungle, so I don't know, Katie. Why?
Oh, that was a great movie.
I wanted to hold the spider. He was big and fluffy and fuzzy. I don't know. I love animals. I don't know. I want to touch the animals and see them. I just don't have a spider thing. I don't know. We saw lots of howler monkeys too. Biggs, you're giving me the chills. What the fuck? I love that movie. It's not that bad. There's a spider that chases you. Scream. Do you remember I think it was an episode of Human Planet. There's these kids that go into the forest and they catch the tarantulas and they cook and eat them.
Wait, what?
You don't remember? There's an episode of Human Planet where they follow these kids and they go into the rainforest and they catch these tarantulas and they cook and eat them.
No.
That's a thing.
I mean, I'll take your word on it, George. I've only seen Brazilian wandering spiders, like, on TV and documentaries and stuff.
I wonder, yeah, I'm sure it's based on a Brazilian wandering spider. I don't know. I've never seen the movie, but I'll take your word for it. Maybe that's what it is.
I think I haven't seen that movie in so long, but I'm pretty sure.
See, George, I would want to go looking for the snakes. I would be like, take me to where the snakes are. I want to see them. Oh, I'm sure you get the Australia's full of death animals thing all the time. But yeah, I'm sure you live in the city. You probably don't see very many snakes or any of that stuff. George has never seen one.
Oh,
snakes are awesome. I want to go look for anacondas, man.
Yeah, see, that's not... Nah.
Why?
Because where do you find anacondas? Usually in, like, murky water. And I have a thing about deep water where I can't see the bottom.
Oh,
so
yeah.
no.
Yeah, but
it's not even that I'm afraid of the anaconda. It's just the environment in which you find anacondas I'm not cool with.
But you ever see them, like, when they're looking for the anacondas, the water's, like, up to their knees, maybe.
But the fact is, I'm in water and I can't see. That's like the big thing. That's what the thing about deep water is that creeps me out, is I can't see. I don't know what's there. It's just, instead of a big blue abyss, it's this brown, like, smear in front of my face.
Anacondas to me are a lot of people don't understand this whole thing I have with reptiles. I think reptiles are cute.
I'm totally okay with reptiles. I like reptiles.
Anacondas.
I wouldn't go looking for anacondas. Just like I wouldn't go looking for crocodiles or alligators.
Anacondas are kind of like chubby boa constrictors in my mind because they're kind of thick. I don't know. So they're like kind of like chubby snakes. They're chunks to me. I don't know. Even though I know it's all muscle and that's why they're so thick, but I would hate to be in water that I can't see through.
Exactly. It's terrifying.
I want to go look for crocodiles too, though. See, I'm a weirdo, I guess. I don't know.
I would hold a tarantula before I got in, like, an Amazon river just to swim.
Lex, you're like Hagrid with your love of dangerous creatures. Yeah, I think so. I understand where Hagrid's coming from a lot of the time. I'd be like, dragons, yes, dragons, let's go find them. Let's do it.
How do you think Hagrid would feel about meeting Muggle animals?
I think he would love crocodiles.
Right? Do you think he would really appreciate them, or would he be kind of underwhelmed? Like, oh, that's a crocodile? Oh, does he shoot fire? Is he electrified?
Well, he'd like electric eels then, probably.
Yeah, that's true. The most magical of all animals.
I think he would appreciate crocodiles once he learned about their bite force and how they eat, their death roll thing. I think he'd be interested in crocodiles.
I mean, after you've dealt with dragons, though.
I know. Well,
it's like
any animal after you've seen a dragon, even any other magical animal after you've seen a dragon. Like, come on.
Okay, you have a point there.
Fuck that, I'm staying in the house. Flying fish. He would like flying fish.
Yeah, flying fish would be cool.
And I think he'd like whales. They're freaking huge.
Yeah,
that's impressive. Mr. Weasley would go crazy for crocodiles. Muggle animals. Maybe Canada gooses. Geese. I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I know.
Yeah, Canadian geese they can be pretty vicious sometimes.
Like all the time. They're rude. Geese are just rude. All geese are rude.
I still have one of the most distinct memories of going to this state park, and it was like breeding season for the geese, and they had this trail blocked off. And me, being the 8-year-old rebel that I was, said, I don't care. I'm going to go down here and see what they're trying to hide. So I go down there, and apparently they blocked it off because
the geese
they were like three geese nesting down there.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most terrifying experience of my life. I'm walking down this trail, and there's a tree, and this goose just kind of hops out from behind it, just honk, opens its mouth, puts its head down, and just starts chasing me. I'm running back, sprinting. I like jump over the chain. I run past my mom, and I think my aunt and my cousins were with me at the time.
Uh-huh.
I run past all of them for like 5 minutes to get back to the car. Like, I wasn't stopping for anything. And looking back, I was pretty selfish. Like, I didn't know what it would do to me, and I just run past my family like, you're on your own.
Geese are rude. They're rude.
Geese
are scary. They're rude.
To be fair.
And yes, they have teeth in their... They have the weirdest teeth, mouth. He was in a white fluffy snowsuit and was chased by a goose. Ramona got chased by a goose once. Well, kind of chased by a goose.
Yeah, she
We got her away from the goose before she got too close that it was gonna.
This was a couple of years ago, so she was really young. She just saw a goose and she'd never seen one before, and she just starts walking towards it.
Yep.
And I'm having PTSD from my experience I just told you about. It's like, no, get back here. Don't get near it.
Like, geese aren't scary, but they're rude. Like, I like them. They're very beautiful. Like swans. Swans are rude too. They're aggressive as fuck. They're rude. I wonder how Hagrid would react to the Australian funnel web spider.
Oh, aren't those the spiders that make a web and then like float on the wind? Are those the spiders?
No. They like are the ones I thought.
Are you thinking of trapdoor spiders? Maybe funnel webs do it too. I'm not sure.
I thought funnel web spiders are in the ground and have their web come up out of the ground. Geese must be nothing compared to the animals you live with. Hi. Males can be. I've had you had a bad goose experience too.
They're not that rare, I'm telling you. Geese they can be some serious animals.
I have to drive, so I'll listen to you guys. Have fun. Team Ravenclaw. Cool. Drive safely, please.
Yes. Don't look at your phone.
George is very lucky to live in a country with so many amazing animals. Just saying.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of amazing animals in America. Just our region is kind of short on the venomous / man-eating type animals.
Well, I mean, we do have pumas, cougars, mountain lions.
That's true.
I mean, all one cat, but so many names. Grizzly bears, wolves.
We don't have grizzly bears here. We have black bears.
Well, not in this state. I mean, in the country, we have grizzly bears.
I thought we were talking about like New York, in our area.
Oh, New York State. What do we have? We have mountain lions, wolves, coyotes,
and they have
bobcats.
They have seen jaguars in the Southwest.
Yes,
we're going to talk about
jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
the whole United States.
We do technically have jaguars that hang out in the Southwest. There has been one big male that they named El Jefe. That's been seen crossing the border for a while. Because jaguars used to be. There used to be jaguars in the Southwest United States until, we killed them all, because that's what we do in America is we see wildlife and we kill it.
Are there any magical big cats in Harry Potter? Like, I know we have the Sphinx, but it's not really a cat.
The U.S. does have some pretty amazing animals. I do have to acknowledge that.
I think we just don't appreciate it because we live here.
And yeah, that's true.
We can see them all the time.
But my thing is also big cats. I love big cats more than anything. So I love the big cats. We don't actually have big cats here, except for those couple of jaguars down in the Southwest. But to me, I'm like, big cats. Want to go to Asia. Want to go to Africa. Want to go to South America. The big kitties.
Or like me, I love kangaroos. Like if I went to Australia, the first time I see a kangaroo, it's going to be awesome. Someone who lives in Australia is probably looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Kangaroos are kind of like deer are here.
This is amazing. America, we shoot anything that moves. Yeah, pretty much, unfortunately. Yeah, the funnel web is super poisonous. I feel like Hagrid would love them. And since we have an Australian in our midst, how do you feel about kangaroos? They're his favorite animal.
They are. Not many other animals can look both cute, terrifying, and awesome all at the same time.
I love Australian wildlife too. The platypus is one of my favorite things ever. I wrote a paper on one last semester. Yes, I have watched Tiger King. It made me cry, and it made me very angry.
I caught glimpses of it. I didn't watch the whole thing through, but wow, it was crazy. It was everyone in it was crazy. Like there was no redeemable people in that entire documentary.
Every single person in that documentary was completely obsessed with their ego and selfish, and not a single human being in that whole documentary gave two shits about the cats, and it pissed me off. No one cared about the cats.
Well, here's a question. If any of you out there have also watched it, do you think Carol Baskins killed her husband? I'm on team yes.
Someone asked me if I rode a kangaroo to school. For real? Someone really asked you that? Come on. I feel like if someone tried to ride a kangaroo, you would get a swift kick in the chest and your ribs would get crushed. Like,
not to mention, like, let's say you do tame it so you can ride it. That has got to be the most uncomfortable, bumpy ride ever.
Yeah, Tiger King made me so angry. All right, Hufflepuff, we'll see you later.
I hope you have a great weekend.
George, I watched and felt like everyone was a GTA character.
My God, yeah.
Seriously.
The Tiger King just looks like a GTA character, and you just hit randomize on the character maker.
Whacked him. George is like, totally. She
killed
him. I just saw that, actually. They found human remains at the zoo, and they're investigating it now.
Oh, they did?
How about the cats? What are we doing to protect those cats and make sure that those cats have a better life? No one is doing anything for those cats. Ugh, sorry. GTA Hogwarts. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. No.
That would be great. That would be awesome.
It would be very funny.
I would play that game. Imagine just going around, see someone riding on a broom, just smacking them off the broom, taking their broom. Oh, it'd be great.
It just blew my mind. There are more big cats in America than anywhere else.
Really?
There are actually no big cats in America. Except for the jaguars.
I think all together with like captive.
Oh, captive cat. Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about native species. Sorry.
I think all together. I don't think native.
Yeah. No, it's disgusting.
Well,
that there are more tigers living in Texas than there are in their entire wild habitat. It's disgusting.
Do you know what country has the most diverse array of wild cats? Because I mean, we do kind of have a lot of different big cats.
Africa and Asia.
Yeah,
I think Africa and Asia. Sometimes the U.S. scares me. Me too, bud. Me too. I'm pretty horrified by my country these days on so many levels. We kind of had that chamber. We kind of had that Harry and Ron stole the car. GTA Hogwarts. Yeah, that fact is nuts. It makes me angry every time I think about it. So, let's see. There's in Asia, you have tigers and snow leopards and clouded leopards and Asiatic golden cat. You have other wild cats. Oh, the Manu.
The Manu? What's that?
Your favorite cat species.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. The one that looks like the old wise man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's an Asian species of cat.
He looks like an old Asian kung fu master, you know?
He looks like Dumbledore if he was a cat.
I could see that.
And then in Africa, I mean, those are just a couple. Africa, you have lions, caracals, savanna cats, black-footed cats, African gold cats. I'm probably forgetting some other ones.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Ocelots, I believe, live in South America. Jaguars, margays from Asia.
Gotta brush up on your cat facts.
I gotta brush up on my cat facts, yeah. The geography thing it's also, I'm not like the most mentally turned on today either.
No.
I'm a little out of it today. Bengal cats?
I like Bengal cats.
They're very pretty. They're like $5,000 or something. They're ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're crazy expensive to have one.
Mm-hmm. Savannah cats. I said savannah cats. Those are the servals. That's what I meant. Savannah cats are bred from servals. Servals live in Africa.
Okay. Did you say black-footed cat?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I love black-footed cats. Have you guys ever heard of a black-footed cat before? Oh my god.
It looks like a regular domestic house cat, except it lives out in the...
They're tiny. They're so
African
tiny.
savannas.
They weigh like 5 pounds. They're
really?
They're
like small cats.
Yeah, they're like teeny tiny cats.
Like our cats weigh more than that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like super tiny cats. They're a contender for being the smallest cat in the world.
Oh, hey, look at that.
And they are also one of the most aggressive cats. See, guys? See? That's a black-footed cat. That's a wild species of cat. Isn't it adorable? So cute.
Domesticate it. Domesticate it now.
They're the most successful hunter of all cat species.
Welcome back, Hufflepuff.
They're successful like
90% of the time or something.
Yeah, it's like 9 out of 10 hunts they're successful, whereas a tiger's success rate is like 3 out of 10, something like that.
Deadliest cat in the world, and the cutest.
Right? Yeah, little six. I remember going to the Philadelphia Zoo and they had some, and they're literally like this big. They're tiny. They're so cute.
Well, I guess that kind of answers my question I had earlier. I said, what other animal can be so badass, awesome, and cute at the same time, like the kangaroo?
They're the black-footed cat.
Kangaroos are like modern-day raptors. Well, not quite, but if you saw their claws and stuff, yeah.
Well, I mean...
Furry raptors.
Yeah. Because they also have the cassowary. That's the modern day raptor.
Yeah.
Cassowaries, Jesus.
I mean, at least raptors would kill you and eat you. Cassowaries and kangaroos, they're just going to kill you because you messed up.
Yeah. Until...
I don't think kangaroos are very aggressive, but I'm sure if you come into their territory at the wrong time, they'll mess you up.
Kangaroos are buff. Like, you see those pictures of the kangaroos, like, standing there? They look like they have been working out for 20 years. They're, yeah.
Yeah, I would not want to run into one of those in a dark alley.
No.
And then, but cassowaries, they're very aggressive, aren't they?
Yeah, cassowaries are, like, aggressive. From what I understand, they're also rude. And they have raptor feet. Like, literally, they have raptor feet.
Insert Dr. Grant telling the kid about the raptors.
Yeah. Oh my god, Katie, I remember talking to you about the tree kangaroos. They are so cute.
Tree kangaroos, you say?
I think I've shown you tree kangaroos before. Here, let me see.
Know.
I think I have.
I remember
They're so cute.
I remember seeing the little like kangaroo mice.
Yeah.
I can never remember the name of them. But then again, I'm awful with remembering names, so.
Aren't they called kangaroo mice?
Yes, they are, but they actually have like a name.
Oh. I'm trying to find a good picture of one. There, that's a tree kangaroo.
Oh, okay. Yes, you have showed me a picture of them before.
They're so cute. Look at that face.
Yeah, they are.
You guys should Google tree kangaroo. They're adorable. Just getting back from the beach, so I'm gonna unwind and. Oh boy, you're in for a treat. Let us know what you think of the fan fiction.
Yes.
Enjoy.
It was pretty crazy. Hilarious, but crazy.
See, there's so many awesome animals. Yes, you're awesome too, Bailey.
We're over here talking about all these other animals. Now Bailey's like, hey, what about me? You gonna mention me?
She goes, I definitely will, George. Watch out for Moody. Yeah, keep a lookout for that. Hey, BD.
Moody's just, ferreting around.
Good Lord.
So I don't know what animal Hagrid would be impressed with most in modern day. I almost feel like the platypus.
Yeah, I think he'd like the platypus.
I wonder if he'd be like the scientist and just grab at its beak. Like, this is a joke. Pull it off.
Males are poisonous. Flipper's beak lays eggs. What? He'd be like, this is a magical creature.
Milk and
yeah, this is a magical creature. We just haven't found it yet. Yeah, he might appreciate the honey badger. It don't give a fuck.
Shit. Don't give a shit.
Oh, well, yeah. All right. Honey badger don't give a shit, Bailey. Neither do you. You just want to be up here.
Speaking of animals Hagrid would be impressed with.
He does like dogs.
He does.
Hagrid does like dogs.
Although I don't think you'd stand up to Fang. Just saying.
He kind of, I don't know. Fang is a big baby too.
That's true. They might get along.
Fang is also a wuss. Just like him.
Oh, so you two are just the same, except Fang's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he might like the Komodo dragon. That's a possibility.
He might be a little disappointed it doesn't breathe fire, though.
Yeah, the name might mislead him, and he might think it's an actual dragon.
Why are you gonna call it a dragon if it doesn't breathe fire?
There's an animal from where I live, I think. Yes. What is it? What is this animal? I want to know. It's a fox dog. What?
Fox dog.
What is the name of this animal? Or is it literally like a fox and a dog bred together? Are you being majestic right now? Are you trying
I think he's getting jealous that we're talking about other animals.
I saw lynx tracks sometimes in the Yukon. Never saw a mountain cat. That's awesome. That's more big cat than I've ever seen. Well, technically not big cat, but...
I've seen some bobcats.
I've heard them.
Oh, yes. Yes, bobcats, for anyone who doesn't know, have the craziest, cries. It sounds like a woman screaming. Legit, the first time I heard it was at night at one of my old jobs, and there was woods behind the place I was working. And you just hear these blood-curdling screams like a woman's being murdered. Freaked me out. Luckily, with some research, found out that bobcats actually let those screams out. So if you're ever in the woods in the northeastern United States and you hear a woman screaming in the woods,
it's probably a bobcat.
Probably no one getting murdered.
Lobo guara. Maned wolf. Oh, I know what maned wolves are. They're awesome. They are so funky looking. They have like the longest, gangliest legs. You've seen them before, right?
I'm pretty sure you've showed me.
Yeah, they're awesome. I've never heard a fox actually make a noise.
What does the fox say?
No.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be stuck in my head
No.
the rest of the day. Touche.
I'm excited for the next edition, for the author's edition. Hufflepuff is saying that we're gonna laugh some more.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Always down to laugh some more. I would like to laugh and cry and dance and have a really, really, really good time. Sorry.
What'd you get into? I feel like it's a bunch of stuff stuck in his fur. The little fur you have.
Changing topic. I would love to see an Arthur Weasley getting introduced to Muggle things.
Right? I don't think we talked about it on a live stream, but we had a little discussion about Arthur Weasley and Hermione's parents like getting together,
hanging out.
Yeah,
it'd be great. Arthur just comes over for tea one day and has the best time of his life.
That's what I'm saying. But he just like batteries, like blows his mind. So imagine once he learns how like a TV works or something.
Yeah. Arthur could have his own show. He could. It'd be great.
Could be called What the Muggle is Happening.
Millennial, I am very jealous that you live in Alaska. Just saying. I would love to move to Alaska. I want to see a moose.
I would love to go to Alaska in the summertime. I'm not big on winter. I don't like snow and the cold.
I love snow and the cold.
But it is very beautiful in the summertime. I would definitely go. I would love to spend like a month up there.
Want to see a moose. I love moose. Moose are awesome. Arthur Weasley has the best time ever with Ron's. I know. Muggle investments. Lextron must go crazy when visiting the zoo.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's it like when we go to the zoo?
It's like I'm going with two children. So Ramona will come with us and we'll be like, I want to go see this. And then you're just like, yeah, but what about these? Let's go see these. Like, we'll see both of them. Just calm down. One at a time.
Summer is better, but look up the mosquito season and be ready.
Oh, God. Is it true? I have heard stories that the mosquitoes are huge up there and just ridiculous. I didn't know if that was true or not.
I think I would just stay inside and not go anywhere. I like to do that in the summer anyway because it's hot and I do not like to go outside in the hot. I'm going, gotta get food. All right. Well, enjoy and looking forward to getting the author's cut of your story.
Yes, I can't wait to read it.
Oh, that's cool that the zoo's open back up. Not here because we live in coronavirus hell. So
Corona capital.
Well, I mean, New York isn't really that bad.
Actually, yeah.
New York is one of the least
yeah
awful places you could be right now, but still.
I was going to say, we shouldn't say that because there are definitely a lot more places in the U.S. that have been impacted a lot more than where we live.
So she says they can be. It just depends on where you are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've heard some horror stories about the mosquitoes. I just never knew if it was a legit thing or not.
All right, we'll chat with you soon. I mean, maybe the zoos in New York will start opening up soon, but anyway.
I think they were talking about it. I don't know.
Bailey, what are you doing? All I can hear is that dog licking himself. It's driving me nuts. What are you doing?
How do you think Arthur Weasley would react to not only the internet, but like a cell phone? Like being able to carry that with you wherever.
Mosquitoes are almost my best friends over here. Oh man, dude, I get eaten alive by mosquitoes and I get big, giant, puffy bites.
Yeah, not so much here. I rarely get bitten.
Get eaten alive. I get bitten by everything. Mosquitoes, deer flies, horse flies, black flies, everything bites me.
Yeah, we'll go out. I'll come back. I may have one bite from something. And she'll come in with like looking like she has a chicken pox.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just got tested for Rona, getting carpal tunnel in 2 days. Like carpal tunnel surgery? Yeah, mosquitoes are not. I hate them.
Oh, okay. I read that wrong. I thought you meant you like tested positive for Rona. You didn't just get tested for it.
Oh.
I was about to say, oh, I'm so sorry.
But, well, I hope your results come back negative.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I hope I hope you get negative results. God, yeah. Oh yeah, and when we were in Hawaii, who got eaten alive by fire ants? I did.
Oh yeah.
In my defense, well, in the fire ants' defense, I did kind of like step in their area.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes like sweet blood. I have a sugary diet. Maybe that's what I'll tell myself. That's why they bite me, because I'm so sweet.
There you go. They just want some sugar.
You don't like ants? Yeah, these fire ants ate my, like, crawled all over, bit the crap out of my foot. Oh my god. It was so itchy and burned so much. It was I still have a mark on my foot to this day from where they got me. It's a scar now from where the fire ants got me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, it was an experience. It was quite an experience to be bitten by fire ants. Not a good time. Oh no, ants are the cutest. We had a swarm of flying ones here earlier.
Flying ants? A swarm of them?
Yeah.
Oh. Like I knew the female ants had wings and stuff. I never pictured like a swarm of flying ants.
So many kinds of ants.
Agreed.
I'm not surprised that there's swarms of flying ones. What are those? What was that show we were watching where they were? Was it the bullet ant? It's like supposedly the most painful insect bite.
Yes, it's called the bullet ant because its bite feels like you were shot by a bullet.
Yes.
Yes. I think they're, also mentioned on Ant-Man, if you ever watched that movie. They're the ants that are stationed around his bed when he wakes up.
Bullet ants?
Yes.
Bullet ants.
Bullet ants.
George, yes, I think these are from Brazil. Bullet ants. I think you're right. I think they're like Amazonian insects.
I don't know. I do know fire ants are awesome.
They are awesome. They
hurt.
Yes, they hurt. I
remember reading about them and how it was kind of a joke, but this book says, "Are ants fluid?" because they work so well together. They just build these structures, and they can actually make rafts out of their bodies and just float down streams. And
aren't fire ants used in tribal rituals?
was it fire ants? I think I know what you're talking
You're talking about like burying somebody in the ground so that their head is exposed and then the fire ants come thing?
There's I mean, maybe that's what they mean, but there's also a tribal rite of passage for a man. And one of the tasks that they need to do is they need to wear this glove for like 3 minutes or something, but it's filled with ants. These biting ants.
Oh.
And they're just biting your hand the whole time.
And you have to like...
And the rite of passage, you can't like make any faces. You have to be straight faced while it's...
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get bitten by them and have to endure it. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm having carpal tunnel surgeries. Basil works really well for pain killing and itch stopping bites, but when basil is rubbed onto the skin, it makes the skin look icky.
Oh, I did not know that.
I remember hearing that Hawaii didn't have ants until the Europeans came.
That's definitely a possibility.
I don't know if that's true either, but I mean, you could be right.
I do know in the book I was speaking about.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that the United States didn't have until the Europeans showed up. You know, like horses.
Fire ants, I believe, are actually native to Brazil, or at least South America. And the way they like spread out was by what I was talking about. They make these big rafts, and they've actually crossed oceans like that. And that's how they've spread out the world so far.
Ants, the most successful animal on the planet.
Yes.
Some TV shows go there with city people to go through the ritual. Idiots.
I mean, if someone offered me, I'd see how it was just so I know. I mean, I'd do it. I wouldn't like go out searching to do it, but if I'm there and they're
would you be standing there trying to be Paul Atreides? Fear is the mind killer. If I conquer my fear, there will be nothing left.
I don't know. I think I would just be there trying not to cry. I'm a man. I'm a man. Don't.
Anyone else excited for the Dune movie?
It's a movie. I thought it was going to be a series.
They're making a movie.
Are they making a movie?
Yeah, they're making a Dune movie.
I thought it was a series. Oh. I know they were redoing Dune somehow. I thought it was a series.
Now I gotta double check. I thought it was going to be a movie.
I'm still waiting for them to redo the Harry Potter movies as a series.
Yeah, that would be great.
Could be so much better.
Harry Potter, the TV show? Yes, that'd be great. Yeah, it's going to be a movie.
Oh, okay. So it's a movie.
I just don't know when it's coming out now because of the whole virus thing. Let's see. I just read the book last year. We both actually read the book.
Well, I read the book a while ago.
It's a two-part. It's going to be a two-part movie.
At least they're breaking it up into two parts. Wait, is it just the first book?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes. See, that's what you do with books that are so deep. Break it up so you can put more in. Because Dune is a great read, and I think there's, 5 altogether?
Yeah, there's like 5 books.
Aren't the last...
No, 6 books.
Yeah, but I think the last 2 his son wrote.
Nope.
No?
Dune, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune, Heretics of Dune, and then Chapter House Dune.
Okay.
If there was a Harry Potter TV show, I would simply not watch the movies. Same.
Exactly.
I read the first book. I would like to keep reading them.
I would too. I haven't had that spark to make me go back to start reading them.
Dune is like the greatest science fiction novel of all time. or at least it is considered to be like the greatest science fiction saga ever.
Yeah, I guess it's all up to you and your style of reading, but it is by most considered the best.
The first one was really good. It's said to be released on Ramona's birthday.
Oh, hey.
This year.
Is it though, or is the pandemic gonna kind of push that back?
I don't know.
But
Jason Momoa is playing Duncan Idaho.
Oh, there you go. Some eye candy for you.
I am not into him. I'm like the only woman alive who does not think that Jason Momoa is like the hottest thing she's ever seen. I don't know. He's just not my taste. I don't know.
Don't gotta lie to me.
I'm not. Trust me. Batista's gonna be in it.
Oh, Batista's great. I loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Josh Brolin is gonna be Gurney Halleck. Hey, millennial. There we go. He's really not. I think he's just a little overrated. Interesting cast choices. Sophia Howard. Oh, Liette Kynes is going to be a chick. Katie, he's not my type. All right, 3 women here have decided that Jason Momoa is overrated and not that hot.
Well, I've been outruled.
I've heard of them but never read them. They're common for school reports among 90s kids. I don't know. I kind of want to read the rest of them, but Henry Cavill is another one where I only really think he's hot in The Witcher. Like, I'm not into him as Superman or anything else. But if he's got the wig and stuff on, yeah. I'm picking up what he's throwing down.
I mean, The Witcher was the only time I've watched him in a movie and thought, wow, he was made for this role.
Fair.
So not even on a physical level, but just an acting level. I really only liked him in The Witcher.
Katie's like, how have I've gone this long, but I've never heard of them. I don't even... The only reason I know what they are is I saw the miniseries on the Sci-Fi Channel. Otherwise, I would have no idea. Yes, he is great in The Witcher. He's awesome.
I was really skeptical about him because I played the games and I could not picture him as Geralt at all. And then I watched the show and he's perfect. So.
And I went into it totally blind, having never played the games, never read the books, so no expectation.
Yeah, I had to drag her kicking and screaming just to watch it.
I really did not want to watch this show. Didn't want to watch it. I was like, this is going to be stupid, based on a video game, it's going to suck. And it was great.
Yeah, but you thought it was based on a video game, but it's not. It's based on the books. Which the video games are based on.
What? Okay. Mister, let me clarify the clarification.
Actually.
Yeah, it does help that he loves the books and he loves the games. That's why he plays the part so well. I would agree. No, I haven't watched him building the computer. I still haven't had a chance to.
I did.
Yeah, he watched it. Yesterday was kind of a crazy day, so I just didn't have a chance to.
I didn't see the whole thing. Apparently there's like a whole video of him going through it. I saw like a little clip that was just shorn down to like 30 seconds to him like building it to seductive music. And it looked like a romance scene.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it like later when we're done. But it's 5 minutes long.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
You want to hand me Goblet of Fire real quick, actually? I thought Goblet of Fire looked so fat. And then got Order of the Phoenix and was like, oh my god, it's so fat. So fat. Let's see if I can get it back up there.
Without knocking anything over?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Look at that. I did it. I didn't knock over the cat bus. I didn't knock anything over. You know, this little Godzilla right here that I have, just a random tangent thing. This little Godzilla, I got it when the first movie came out. Came in like a little set, and people like, will like spend like $90-$100 on this little dude.
Jesus.
Yes, it's crazy.
All right, we're starting the bang at 900. Going once. Come on, who's got 910? 910.
He's not even a very good Godzilla. You know what I mean? He's like whatever. I never read the books. Is it worth it? Wait, the Harry Potter. We're talking about Harry Potter. I feel like we talked a lot of books. The Harry Potter books.
I was gonna say we've jumped around about a lot of books.
Ozan, is that your name? Am I saying it right? You're talking about Harry Potter. You're talking about like, what were you just talking about? Dune. Book 5 could knock somebody out. Yeah, you could hurt somebody with book 5. Kindle size.
But I guess whether you're
talking
about whether you're talking about Harry Potter or you're talking about Dune, either one, yes, it is worth it.
Yes, read them. Whatever book series you happen to be talking about, read them. I get excited when I buy.
Or I guess you could be talking about The Witcher too.
Yeah.
In which case, I've only read the first book, but I'm working on reading the whole series. And so far, yes. And also, reading the book will clarify a lot of what happens in the show. And after reading the book, the show doesn't seem as crazy jumping around. It makes a lot more sense. In the book, they have a storyline that kind of...
well, isn't it like short stories?
Yes, but it's broken up with a story that kind of glues everything together and sticks you in the present. And you can see everything else for the stories of the past and how they're connected, more than how it seemed in the show where it was like, oh, we're here and now Geralt's here, but wait, is this the past? Is this the future? And that stuff. Which I guess they're just sticking to one timeline in the next season, so all that'll be thrown out the window.
Personally, I like really fat books. I like buying a book and then being like, oh my god, it's like 1,000 pages. Yay. So much to read. Yum.
The only book I can say that I was completely disappointed about with that is book 4 of Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Song of Ice and Fire.
Yes.
What was it? Feast for Crows?
Feast for Crows.
Feast for Crows.
The 4th book in the Song of Ice and Fire series was a chore to read. It was literally like 1,090 pages. Oh my god. It was so long. Dance with Dragons.
You want to hold Ghost?
Here. Oh, yes. Say hello to Ghost, everybody. It's in the... I swear if you knock down those dragons...
All right, well, Ice King has to step away.
That's fine. Drogon is... You're giving me anxiety.
Look at that. Like butter.
Like butter. Yeah, how many pages in that book?
Well, past that.
I beat the crap out of that book.
Yeah, you
Be careful with Dudley up there.
1051.
1051 pages. 1051 pages in this book.
And there's like 5 chapters that will interest you.
It's like, yeah, there's like 5 good chapters in this whole book. It's agony.
Well, what was bad about it is it's the characters that you don't really care about.
So if you've read,
much.
if any of you've watched Game of Thrones versus reading the books, the books are not, every chapter of the book is from a character's perspective. So you don't have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Your chapters are
like this.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah.
So it would just say Arya.
Yeah. Your chapters are Cersei, Arya, Jon Snow, Daenerys, etc., etc. And Feast for Crows and Dance with Dragons is essentially one book split in half with the story of these characters in one book and the story of these characters in the other book, but they're happening at the same time. And literally this one is full of all the characters that no one gives a shit about or doesn't like.
Well, let's see. The characters I did enjoy in this book were
Arya,
Jaime, Arya, and Tyrion's in this, isn't he?
No, Tyrion's in the other one, isn't he? I thought Tyrion was in Dance with Dragons.
I'm thinking he is because I'm looking through this for a Tyrion chapter and I don't see one.
I don't think he's in it. I think this is Brienne, Sansa, Cersei, Arya, Jaime. The Outlander books are all about 1,000 pages.
Yeah,
well,
so
that's quite the series that I might have to think about before I get into it.
Yeah, so it was basically Jaime and Arya are the 2 characters you really care about in this book.
So if we ever read A Song of Ice and Fire on the show or the channel, Feast for Crows will be.
What would you equate that to in terms of Harry Potter? Like, what's the one book in Harry Potter that's just kind of like, I know I have to read it to really understand the story and it'll enrich the story later, but I don't want to read it. I think it's just book 1 because it's a lot of just setting everything up.
I think it would. In some ways, I kind of feel that way about 4.
4?
Yeah. I don't know. I never was like jazzed about Goblet of Fire. I don't know.
That's harsh.
It's just how I feel. I don't know. I've just never been like. Maybe book 6 for you. Yeah. You're not feeling book 6? I don't know. Goblet of... I mean, number 1 maybe, but... Yeah. Book 2. Like, Harry Potter is hard because it's like, I still like the book. It, like, there aren't any books in Harry Potter for me that feel like what Feast for Crows felt like. Although a lot of people would say that maybe 5 is like that for them. But I love 5, so...
It's kind of funny that you say number 4 though, so it's the 4th book in both series.
Yeah, for me, that I'm just like, I still like it. I like it more and more, right? Like, it's not like you don't like any of the books, but
yeah, I can't. I mean, book 1, it was just kind of a very generic story, but it's still good. But they had to be because it was setting everything up and introducing you to everyone.
I love 6. 6 is so good. I switch my opinions on Harry Potter books. 5 was my least favorite, but now I like it a lot more. Yeah. I don't know. I think number 4 is probably the one where I'm just like, okay, gotta read this. Especially because 3 is so good. 5 is so good. But I gotta get through 4 to get to 5.
So it might not even be that 4 is bad. 3 and 5 are just that much better.
Yeah, for me, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Because I'm not going to sit here and say 4 is terrible. I don't think 4 is bad. I like 4. I like it a lot. It's just not 5.
Yeah, because I definitely can't choose one that's felt like that for me so far.
But I mean, I still think 7 is my favorite. I really do think 7 is my favorite. 6 is so good though. See, this is what happens. You're just like, I like this one. Oh, but this one's so good. But this one's so good. This one's so good. Oh, I'm glad we helped you enjoy book 4 more. But yeah, it's really good. It's just not one of my favorite of the 7. But I'm preparing for my board exam. Oh, you're fine. We're going to do it again. Maybe you'll be free next time.
Yep, plenty more live streams
Plenty more
to
live
come.
streams.
Don't you worry.
Yeah. What time is it anyway?
Thank you for dropping in, though.
Yes,
good to see you.
Yes, thank you for coming and saying hi, though. We appreciate that. I like what Alfonso did with the 3rd film. I like the mood he set for the 3rd film. I liked some of the things he did with the 3rd film. And then I really didn't like some of the things he did, but I definitely liked the mood change of 3.
Yeah, it definitely got a little bit darker in 3.
And the props were cool. The time turner was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
And the visuals of the clock throughout the movie were good.
There were visuals of the clock?
Yeah.
Oh.
There were like lots of the scenes at the clock tower, and there were like clock machinations in the background throughout the movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I really didn't notice that.
But Ron and Hermione sucked. But I don't necessarily blame the director for that as the writer.
At least Hermione didn't cry every 5 seconds.
That's true.
That was the biggest... Like, I can say that there was a lot wrong with Goblet of Fire as a movie. But the worst part was just every time you saw Hermione, she was crying.
Yeah, they really made her like helpless Hollywood. They really just Hollywooded the crap out of Hermione.
Yeah.
And it sucked. And Emma Watson, like, her performances just get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, Emma Watson, her acting level was not on par for that much crying.
Hermione didn't. Movie. Yeah, she had no story arc, no nothing. She was there to be upset and be a girl. Like, be the girl, the sad, upset, emotional girl. Like, ugh.
The only time she cried in that book was when Ron and Harry make up.
She cries twice. She cries when Harry and Ron make up, and then she cries when Draco gives her, makes her teeth grow.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Totally agree. Emma Watson and Hermione. Emma can't act. She can't. She can't. She can't act her way out of a paper bag. She was good in the first movie, and then after that, it just kind of goes like this. She still can't act. I would agree with that, too.
Has she even been in anything since?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I forgot. I never watched it, so...
Don't waste your time. Beauty and the Beast was awful. It's terrible.
I just saw how they did the Beast in it, and I didn't like it. Did not like it.
Oh, how they made him look?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember why I watched it. Why did I watch it? It was painful, wasn't it? It was awful. And it was such a good movie. Like, the original was so good. I didn't watch The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Don't like Emma Watson at all. At all. Beauty and the Beast sucked. It was so bad. The Be Our Guest scene was beyond too much. Oh, her accent? Yeah, I know, it was awful. Awful. The backstory with her mom was terrible. Honestly, the only good part about that movie was Gaston and LeFou were great.
Oh, LeFou is awesome.
I thought Gaston and LeFou were the only redeemable part of that movie. Everything else sucked.
Okay. Oh, I did see the movie. I at least saw parts because I remember the scene with LeFou and Gaston singing the Gaston song in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did I watch? I guess I did.
Yeah, you
I
did.
just really don't remember it.
Yeah, Emma Watson as a human rights activist, as a feminist activist, her work for humanity is good and impressive, and I can admire her for that. Just don't act anymore. Just don't do that. Just keep fighting for people's rights.
Right. You gotta
Stop
be
acting.
Like, you gotta be like the actor who played Joffrey. Thrown back to Game of Thrones. A lot of Game of Thrones references today. But he did that part and then he just retired from acting and he's working like overseas with Doctors Without Borders or something.
Oh, nice. Good for him. She should just stick to helping people.
Exactly.
The bromance was the good part. Yeah, Gaston and LeFou were really the only redeemable part of that movie. And yeah, Emma Watson trying to do an American accent is terrible. It's so awful. I haven't seen very many British actors pull off a really good American accent. I've seen a couple.
House.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie. Holy crap, he does a good one.
I didn't figure out that he was not American until like years later. I couldn't believe it when I first heard it.
Wait, what? He's not American?
Yeah.
What? Emma Watson not acting will help make a better society. Yes, it will.
Who else?
Totally get you on Emma as a person and hopefully an ex-actress. Joffrey. He hated the celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know,
he decided just to take his money and use it for good.
Well, some people don't adjust to that very well, being a celebrity, you know? Some people don't, or they think they can handle it, but they can't, you know? It's...
I mean, I get it. I couldn't take that. Like,
I don't
you just walk out of your house and there are cameras on you all the time. People just trying to get the next photo for the magazine.
Yeah, screw that. No.
Oh, now I'm thinking. Who was it? Hugh Laurie does a great American accent. The guy who plays Rick from The Walking Dead does a great American accent.
I don't know The Walking Dead well enough.
Oh, okay. And
saw 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. Don't remember it.
Oh, and Geralt. What were we just talking about?
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yes. I didn't know that he was from the UK either at first.
There you go. 11 from Stranger Things. Haven't watched Stranger Things, but I know who you're talking about. Millie Bobby Brown. Is that her name? She was in Godzilla too.
I started watching Stranger Things, but it's just one of those... I have so many series that I still need to like watch that I just started.
I should watch Stranger Things because I love Stephen King. So it would make sense that I would watch it. I just have not done this yet. Also, just thought maybe someday in the future of the channel that maybe we would read a little Stephen King. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, why not?
Biggs hasn't really read much Stephen King, so...
No. Pretty much read the classics.
I mean, I've read the classics too.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's just it. That's about it. I really want to read the Dark Tower series.
Those are like some of the only Stephen King books that I haven't read. I've read pretty much all of them.
Everyone says those are really deep books, though. Like, you have to be able to invest yourself into those books if you want to read them.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Katie and George telling us to watch Stranger Things.
Oh,
I've only read one Stephen King book, but I think you told me which one you read, and I can't remember. Which one did you read? I can't remember. The first Dark Tower book.
oh, there we go.
I think there's 7 of them right now. I think there's 7 of them.
Seems to be a trend.
7.
Movies usually get trilogies. Books tends to be like 7.
7 is the magic number, man.
Mm-hmm.
Firestarter. That's so funny because that's his first novel he ever published, and that's one of the few I haven't read.
Oh,
Where is my Stephen King stuff?
that's crazy.
Is all down in here. All my Stephen King.
Stephen King's first book. How many has he published? That man has produced more books than God, Mozart did symphonies.
Okay, no. No.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he does.
It's like 30 or 40 novels.
He just pukes out books.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Millennial is like, yes, read Stephen King. We got The Green Mile, It, Gerald's Game, Misery, Dolores Claiborne, Insomnia. I have not read Insomnia. Cell, Salem's Lot, 4 Past Midnight, Rose Matter, The Dark Half, The Dead Zone, and I've got The Shining somewhere.
So many books we want to read after Harry Potter.
I would love to read Salem's Lot. I think other than It, Salem's Lot is probably my favorite Stephen King novel. I love Salem's Lot so much. Oh, it's so good.
I don't know. I think we're just going to have to put it up to a vote for our viewers, what book to read next.
Yeah, because we got options and options of stuff to read. So you guys got to put your heads together and give us suggestions of what you want us to read once we're done with Harry Potter. Not that we still don't have such a long way to go with Harry Potter, but
yeah, there's so many. I don't think we're gonna do such a deep book series as Harry Potter next. Take a little break before we start our next, long series. Do a standalone, or like we were talking about Jurassic Park, just a 2-book series, something like that. Because I know we were talking about Series of Unfortunate Events, too.
Yep, Series of Unfortunate Events.
The Artemis Fowl series. The Witcher series.
George is like, whatever, man. Whatever you want. Yeah, I'm curious about the Stan TV show, too. Because I watched the miniseries from the 80s, and that was okay. Misery. Yeah, I would really like to read Misery too. That's a good one. I love Misery. Misery Chastain. Oh. Well, we got options. Mr. King says he doesn't worry about plot and just gets things written. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess, isn't it?
If it works for you.
I mean, the man has had a lot of practice.
I know, at this point, it's just it's almost like he has a quill that just writes it for him.
Quick Quotes quill.
Yes.
Writes novels for him. Mr. Stephen King's really a wizard. It's a secret.
Quick novel quill.
Quick novel quill. Yeah. So if you guys have book suggestions, you'll have to let us know. But yeah, we definitely think our next one is not going to be a giant series like Harry Potter. It'll be something shorter like Jurassic Park or a standalone novel. We're thinking Stephen Skeeter. Nice.
I guess it also depends on what time of year we end up finishing.
That's true.
I think it'll be in the springtime. But
probably.
But I don't know. Maybe not this year because we're on Harry Potter, but next year. Definitely want to do something like a Stephen King around Halloween time.
Yeah. Stephen King when it's October would be good.
Yeah.
I have to pee.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
not that everyone needed to know that information. Sorry, guys.
Well, I mean, it's almost time to get going.
All right, so why don't we just... I think we're going to have to cut it here, guys.
We need to use the restrooms. I'm a little hungry.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten today.
Yeah, I haven't eaten today either, really. Well, I did eat some cold pizza this morning. But, yeah, I think we're going to wrap here for now, guys. And,
just want to thank you all for tuning in. It was a great live stream. Talked about some Harry Potter, some great fan fiction viewer made.
Yeah, looking forward to the author's edition of the fan fiction next time. And
I feel like we talked about a lot. We definitely got off topic a lot.
We totally did not talk about Harry Potter a lot today. It was nice to talk about animals with all of you. I always want to talk about animals, so that was nice.
And also some other books. It's nice too.
Yeah, other books is always good. Yes, it was. Thank you guys all for coming. And we'll see you next time. And until then, hopefully you guys enjoy this next couple weeks worth of Order of the Phoenix.
Yes, next video will be up Monday.
All right, so, well.
We'll see you then. You guys have a great weekend.
Yes, have a good weekend, everybody.